Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second episode of the Nerd Herd podcast. We're going to continue our One-Piece Navy Remnant adventure. First, a disclaimer. I completely deleted the entire footage for the first episode, so that is a problem. But, dude, Paul, you gotta stop, bro. but.
Oh, Paul.
I'm not going to go through the whole thing of having everyone introduce themselves all over again. So if you want to know more about the characters themselves, you can either check the Instagram, nerdherd_podcasting off of Instagram, and I'll throw some character stuff onto there so you can look at that. And I'll also have character descriptions in the description of the YouTube video. So if you're listening off of Spotify, I am sorry, there's nothing I can do for you. All right, and with that, that's great, dude. That's crazy. Okay. In any case, where we last left off, basically, we introduced all of the characters. We introduced several NPCs, a lot of which who I did not plan on having anything to do. Like, I plan on saying their name and forgetting about them, but Eric refused to let them just stay, and now there's a lot more people as a part of the crew that were necessary. I don't know why Cookie's there. That kid that beat Heath Slader should not have been there.
He's there anyway.
But he's there, yeah.
Actually, he did not beat Heath Slader.
Oh, that's right.
Heath Slader beat him.
Well, regardless.
Congratulations, you can beat a small child in close quarters combat.
Where we last left off, the crew literally survived an encounter against the mock navy that has taken over the world. The guys no-diffed them. Actually, more specifically, Colton's character Spade Hornet no-diffed them. And then they made their way to the wind tunnel, tricked Heath Slader's dad into letting them through. And now, where they left off, they're about a mile out from Watchtower Island, and a small ship containing one lone figure that is approaching the ship, and that is where we are going to begin. Starting with you, Eric, it is going to be your turn, and I will describe the scene real quick. You guys are a mile away from Watchtower Island. You can see the massive group of ships in the docks, even though it's like a mile out. It's clear, it's a very beautiful day. You see this one lone ship and a figure exuding power, just slowly floating toward your ship, just saying to himself, Xbox, 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 Xbox. And all at once, Boggle, the robotic helmsman NPC that you guys picked up along the way, suddenly starts saying, oh, no way. That's crazy. A ship just pulled up out of nowhere. That's crazy. A ship pulled out of nowhere. And Tony Kellogg, this robot's adoptive father, another guy who you guys kind of press game to join into the group, and the guy who helped you guys on Remnant Island, your home, for the last 10 years, he's the one who built it. He's on the ship now, and he looks over at Boggle, and he kind of goes, dude, what are you talking about? And Boggle goes, oh, I'm just translating for him. We're both robots. I can translate what he's saying, and he's just literally talking to himself. He seems a little bit weird. That's where the transponder snail goes off. Bang, bang, bang. Alright. I was just going to say that one time. It does not go off. Just because you guys are going to do it. In any case, Boggle kind of like looks over to more of the stronger people. So Quinn, Cook, Spade Hornet, and you, Beckett Fords. He kind of looks over and he says, hey, you guys. And he looks over to you, Beckett, and he's kind of like, this is Xbox Man. I don't really know exactly why he's here. From my understanding, his whole purpose is to hunt down people who he considers strong and taking them directly to Johnny Fords, who he works for. It seems to me like someone on our crew has his attention. I don't know exactly what he plans on doing.
Let him on board.
Alright, no rule for that necessary. Xbox Man's little dinghy kind of goes up against the boat. With one hand, he kind of just grasps hold, leaps up. And as soon as he lands, Heath, I'm going to roll for you.
Huh?
To survive.
And, Ryan, do you remember how much your hockey level was at?
I think I rolled between the 1 to 10.
1 to 10? Okay, so I have to roll for you as well. So this is for Heath. That is a 24, okay. Okay,
He's
not
chilling.
bad.
He's chilling.
You literally,
just kinda like-
you for a second it felt like the air got knocked out of you.
Yeah, like the wind. He's like, huh.
But you have to understand, this is literally, he's literally top 7 most powerful hockey. He's literally the number 2 strongest hockey user in this entire verse.
How wonderful.
So his just presence would be an. Harry, the kid, the fisherman kid, he's out. So is the other child.
No, not Harry.
Like, no, he's literally, like, as soon as he touched the ship, you saw Harry kind of just faint. He was drinking his butterbeer the Cookie gave him, knocked him out. Cookie, the bartender, also fell over. We're going to see if you fall over. You fall over, Ryan. What's your Rufus?
Yes.
Rufus, you're out. And you will probably be out for as long as Xbox
So,
on the ship.
so Heath Slader is like the only like normal person that has not fallen to the
I guess you
hockey
could say.
presence.
You're probably on your knees at the very least.
Well, you
Yeah,
took
he's
one
like,
knee for
"Huh."
a second. Okay, Xbox man approaches, and he waves his hand up, and he begins saying, Xbox, Xbox, Xbox,
Yeah, the
Xbox, Xbox, Burn, Xbox, Xbox, Xbox. And Boggle kind of stops the shit as soon as he hears something, and he has one cylindrical eye, and even though you can't see, he has no facial features, you see that he's in kind of like a. And he like in shock. And so the telescopic lens kind of extends and it points over to Heath Slader. And he goes, seems that Xbox Man here is to collect the bounty for both Rufus and Heath. More importantly, Heath.
What do you mean? More importantly,
Well, Heath, according
He's
to
got
Xbox
devil
Man,
fruits and I
according
don't.
to Xbox Man, it seems to me as though your bounty's 5 stars worth.
Excuse me, Xbox
About
Man.
10 billion berries, and it looks to me as though Xbox Man, on behalf of his clientele, is here to pick up said bounty. I'm going to be honest, Heath. I have no idea how you have a 5-star bounty.
maybe
but
I'm.
Xbox Man says he's willing to forget it all for some sort of price.
And
He says with that burn, he was talking about how he's a. If anything, Xbox Man is a very understanding automaton.
Of
He
course.
understands business, and that's why he's wearing a very fine suit. That he does not want to get dirty. With blood.
yeah, that's understandable. What does he want?
Well, it is Beckett's turn. Is there anything that you want to say before we...
Just go back.
Who's Heath?
Okay. Well,
That's-
Xbox Man kind of looks, and you see he has he kind of starts kind of stroking his metallic features, and he says Xbox burn
Oh, really?
burn.
His metallic
Yes,
features.
yes.
Is that what we're gonna say?
The seraphims. These metallic features. It also should be said he has that classic massive green X on his head, no eyes or whatever, but he seems to kind of be studying the group. And you see it kind of the X flashes red.
The red ring.
Red, red, blue. And then he kind of goes like this, and Boggle goes, Xbox Man says there's one way out of this, and that is if the entirety of the crew fights him and someone lands a hit. A significant hit. To the point that Xbox Man is impressed.
That doesn't tell me who Heath is.
That's Heath, Vice Admiral.
Wait, who's
I thought his name was Chore Boy.
No, that's,
He has a real name?
His
Yeah.
name is Heath. In fact, and he also has a 10 million berry bounty, 5 stars.
Honestly?
Are you a pirate?
What?
Have
No.
you been a pirate this whole time?
No, I'm not a pirate. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna take Keith and I'm gonna drop him off the side of the boat.
Guys, first roll. And you got a 21. No, just take him, yeet, and Heath Slader goes over the.
The one shots before he threw him to the other ship, he's like, not again.
You hear splash, and both Tony Kellogg and swordsman Ken Goro walk over next to you, and Ken kind of strokes his very thick white mustache as he looks over at Xbox Man, and he goes,
Is that what we're calling it?
dude,
A white mustache?
no. Dude, you're so bad.
Dude, you used the word stroke twice.
I'm sorry. My grammar is not that
Bro.
Spontaneous. My bad. Alright, anyways.
So he goes ahead and. Anyway.
Hey, lock in.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ken like looks over the side of the boat and he looks over back at you, Beckett, and he kind of goes, I don't believe that he's a pirate. It seems that pirates are looking for him.
Why?
Beats me. Seems to me like the kid, for some weird reason, is super notorious for something that he must have done in his youth.
I'm gonna look at Xbox, man. I'll be like, how much is he again?
Xbox, ban, Xbox. He is 10 million berries.
So, if I give him to you, can I get like 2 billion on that?
Xbox, ban. Are you sure you don't want to even try to save your own crewmate from this?
I mean, what do you think, Quinn? He is your chore boy.
Honestly, I didn't even know his name.
And he's just in the water.
All right, yeah, we can.
I just gave him the name. Brian.
Are you actually gonna let me
Bro.
I'm just gonna. This is an Xbox man roll. See what he does about this. And then they just shrugs and he goes, Xbox. And Bogo just goes. He says, "Alright, well, that's it."
All right.
He just walks up in the dinghy, just with the paddle, just goes, rows over, picks Heath Slader up, puts him in the boat, and rows toward the.
I guess we'll just follow him so we can get our 2 billion berries.
Yeah, we might as well.
Alright, the ship just goes off and you head.
Wait, real quick. Does anyone feel the presence of a certain guy with a wolf mask on?
Huh?
No.
No. Okay.
Most definitely. Who has the wolf mask?
Dr. Wolf.
Oh, no. I can say you would have to roll a 30 for him to appear. I will say, if you roll a 30 for Dr. Wolf, I will let Dr. Wolf show up. Otherwise, no.
Yes,
And
yeah,
you got a 1, which means he's doing multi-dimensional travel.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's in the Styrian right
It should be mentioned, if anyone is confused at this point, that this is really just us, like, we are literally cataloging it, so there will be lore videos throughout time that will help explain things. Otherwise, I apologize. Anyways, you guys approach the dock. Heath Slader's literally just sitting there, barely able to move. He's actually unable to move because Xbox Man is using Conqueror's Haki to keep him in check. And as you guys row up, you see this is about a mile-long dock of just one of hundreds across this massive island. And as you guys approach, Xbox Man gets out, picks up Heath, puts him over his shoulder, and he waits as your ship lands aboard, or docks. And as it docks, he waits, and he walks over to your crew, and he calls up, Xbox, burn, Xbox, burn, Xbox.
That's a thick
And-
bang.
Yeah, and Baba goes, Xbox Man says he wants to save us from any trouble that we might get into. He says if there's anyone super, super weak, keep them on the ship because they could die. He says at least 2 members of every crew need to stay on board because people will loot and destroy ships if they are left behind without anyone on board.
Well, doesn't seem like a problem. Our weakest is already with Xbox, man.
Yep.
I'm going to.
As a GM, I do want to ask: do you want to keep the kids on board? Because
No,
There's
I'm
like-
taking the other chore boy.
the sword Harold.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
taking Harold.
I'm
with
gonna-
me.
What about Harry?
We
He's
should leave
knocked
Ken
out.
Harry can
What do you
stay
think,
asleep on the
James?
thing.
Let's leave Ken Goro on board because he's actually strong. So
Well, if people
Can't
are
go
going
wrong with
to,
stuff.
if people are going to try and loot the ship, then we should leave some of our strongest there.
You should. I would recommend.
Ken Goro's the
The
strongest
only-
swordsman.
yeah, I would say
we should
if you
be
want to
chilling.
leave, if you want to leave Ken, that'd be a good idea. Probably also leave Harry and maybe the doctor too, because
I'd leave Cookie.
Cookie's knocked out too.
Cookie's too scared.
Cookie's
First
just like,
day.
oh. Cookie's just there to make really nice wine, really good butterbeer, and he cookies.
Then
is
give us
very-
$13 every
Tony can also
Yeah.
stay on the ship.
bomb expert.
You want to? Okay, so Tony, Ken, Harry, and Cookie, you're gonna keep stay on the ship. All right. Ken and Tony kind of look over. They pull out lawn chairs, and Ken goes, "Don't do anything crazy. And I'll see you guys later when you guys get back." And then he like just leans out and just goes, and Tony just kind of looks over and he goes, "Stay out of trouble. If you wouldn't mind, Beckett, make sure you look out for anyone that we know. Back in the good old days, let them know that I say hello.
Okay.
I heard my good friend Guido's opened up a restaurant chain around here. You should stop by the Salty Taco Jr. His kid is over there.
The Salty Taco Jr.
Alright, and then he sits back down and he goes, and they both just go to sleep. Harry is just out of it. Dr. Spector walks over and he kind of leans down and kind of pats him and he goes, the kid is going to be alright. Captain, do you want me to stay with him or no?
Please do.
Understood. I'll stay on the ship as well.
We need to keep the kids strong.
Alright.
Say,
Sure,
where's
a
that,
good future for the Navy.
Where's that one girl? The one who had like the one strange weapon
That
thing.
would be Zelda. And she stands.
We got a lot of copyright going on in our first episode.
It's either Zelda or it's. Let me look at it.
Xbox.
It's something with a Z.
And now Zelda.
Zerelda.
Nah, it's not Zelda.
None of
it's
those like
something-
people are gonna like see this
No.
now, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. If there's a lot of.
Imagine we
people
get
see that-
canceled by Legends of Zelda. Imagine.
I don't know. It is
Oh,
Nintendo.
sorry, not Zelda, Xena. And she,
No, fair
what,
enough. That is
Colton,
true.
you know in Shang-Chi, the weapon that his sister used, like the chain?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she has one of those.
Kai Long type, or Kai type weapon.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. She has two of those, and she has them wrapped around her wrist, and she's been standing there, and she kind of looks around, and she looks over to you as, I assume you're probably looking around for her.
They're coming with us too.
As you say, what about that guy? And Craven McCrongle, the Skypian with the tattoos, the bounty hunter that was looking for Rufus. You guys literally said, you're gonna join too, and he said, me? Yay! He's standing over the bow of the ship, and he's looking at it, and he just kind of looks
I
over
push
and
him
goes,
off.
You're gonna push him off? It is not your turn. He wants.
Let's see. Do you want to stay on the ship or do you want to come with us?
I wouldn't mind joining you guys. I
Cool.
hear that there's some really nice weapons
You're
around.
gonna join Zelda here and you're gonna go get supplies.
Sounds good to me.
You guys can shop, do whatever you want.
He leaps over the side of the boat and falls in the water because he didn't realize that he could get off the boat just normally. And as he flounders around with his sea stone skates, he kind of like climbs out and he kind of goes, ha!
Zelda, keep him alive.
She like looks over. Right. Xena, sorry. She looks at him and he looks at her and he goes, whoa, hey there! And Xena just looks at him, looks at you and goes, can I be paired up with literally anyone else? It looks like we have two volunteers.
We'll go
Wait,
with.
roll to see if she's bad. I'm curious.
Oh! Dude, what she is really bad by your standards.
I guess she's going with you guys.
I'm gonna like someone tap Quinn. I'm gonna be like, let's be honest, man. We both got the same idea here, and I'm gonna like that one up.
That was great.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's cool. I only need Harold as my partner. I'm gonna have him actually just hoist it on my shoulder.
You do that.
All right. So as you
Sounds
guys,
good.
you guys watch as Heath is being dragged off. Xbox Man says one final thing is Boggle, who's walking behind you guys, says Xbox Man says he needs at least one representative from your crew to follow him to the customs office.
Wait, is customs office where we're getting the money from for Heath?
Yes.
All right, then I'll be going with that.
All right. And
Since I'm the one selling Heath, after all.
for the rest of you guys,
Don't you mean-
I'll give you guys since it's
Oh, yeah,
still
that's right.
technically his
Mine.
turn before I finish his turn out. I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna let you guys know what like locations you guys can visit if you wish to. Virtually any.
Johnny Ford's office.
You want to go to Johnny Fords'. So it's possible. It's possible if that's one place you want to go. I cannot guarantee that you can make it in, but you can go to where Johnny Fords' office is. There's an execution platform. There's an active execution there where many named characters who you know.
I'm gonna go save him.
There's any story you can imagine. Exotic pets, like super powerful monsters and things like that. A special weapons store. Places where you
Dude,
can get
only OGs remember the very first special weapons store.
novelty
I'll never
items,
forget.
such as possibly devil fruits. There's anything you can imagine is here now. Watchtower Island has been transformed in the last 10 years after Johnny Fords came to this island. And that will be very apparent once you guys get there. But alright, I'll let you guys think about where you guys want to go. You guys can split off as you feel.
to Johnny.
We'll continue with you. You have 2 turns left, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
All right. As you approach the customs office with Harold on your shoulder, Xbox Man like throws Heath to the side and he opens it up. And as he walks in, you see, believe it or not, a character who I think, how familiar? This is like I could roll for this. I don't want to waste one of your turns if your character's already familiar. How familiar are you with Johnny Ford's Gorosei?
How familiar would I be?
Yeah, how familiar? I feel like you wouldn't be since you've been on an island for 10 years.
Well, not just that, they are a different lineup than the people I worked under. So if I do know them, it's because I worked with them. And that would be the only way I'd be able to know. Since I have done work on the island itself, since that's where one of the old Navy headquarters were.
Okay. So this is an unfamiliar Gorosei member. Do you want to spend your second turn to see if you know who this is?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, you are not familiar with this person, but as soon as you walk in, it should be mentioned Boggle went with you since he's Xbox Man's translator. And Boggle starts translating to you as Xbox Man turns to this figure who's sitting at a desk lined with notes as he's like looking through his bounties. You see Rufus's on the desk like pinned. There seems to be some writing underneath that you can't make out. But as the guy goes, Xbox Man goes, Hector, I found one of the guys that we were looking for. It seems to be like they gotta give him up without a fight. I don't know how you feel about that. They're waiting for the cash out. Hector, this guy who you can tell he must be immensely strong, immensely powerful within the political system of the island. He has a very nice red blazer, scarlet blazer. He scoots the chair back and he gets up. He looks to be about like you would say like early 30s, pretty young, beautiful watch. And he looks at the time and he goes, Johnny's about to give a massive speech that I gotta go to. Xbox Man, you know where the treasury is. He throws a key and he goes, make sure that they get their payout. I'm done with the paperwork for the day. Lock up the office. There should be no more people getting into the island. And if there are, kick them out. You're strong enough to deal with that. I can't deal with it. I gotta go also check up on Seastone security. Make sure the Cogsworth new delivery of the Seastone Guardians actively work. Because last time there was a malfunction and 35 people were slaughtered in the streets. Don't want that to happen again.
Nice.
And then he walks over, and when he locks eyes with you, there's a slight moment where he looks at you and he stops. And he goes, nah.
Did you mention my grandson Johnny?
There's this moment where his eyes get super large, and he goes, huh? Johnny's your grandson?
Yep.
Well, that's odd. And he goes, well, must have been my mistake. I don't know how you guys could be possibly related. From my understanding, Johnny Ford's grandfather died 10 years ago.
Nope. Didn't die. I watched everyone else die after I woke up, but no, I just took a nap.
Interesting. You see his hand go to his pocket as he pulls out a pocket. What are those snails called? Transponder snails? He goes, excuse me, I must be going. A pleasure to meet you.
I'm actually going to pick up Heath really quick, so I'm like, so where do I put this?
You can just
Use
throw me
10
that.
billion berries, I think you said?
Yes, Xbox Man will handle it from here. I have to go. Pleasure meeting you, sir. I'm going to take a call real quick.
Okay. I'm actually going to look to Harold, and I'm going to be like, hey, Harold, how much do you know about cleaning?
Oh, Harold, he has like a wooden sword over his shoulder, and he goes, I don't clean. I'm a warrior.
This is problematic. Nobody taught him how to clean.
Boggle kind of does a robotic kind of like, he goes, I could teach him how to clean.
No, you're too important for that, Boggle. I need you for important tasks like moving the ship forward and other things.
Very well.
I'm actually going to pull Heath closer and I'm going to whisper in his ear, hey, how good are you at cleaning?
I He's just gonna start sobbing.
He starts
Poor
crying.
Heath. Bro spent his last 10 years
Harold
with
kind of like laughs and he goes, "From my understanding, Heath is the best cleaner on the court. He's teaching me and Harold how to clean."
Oh, he was teaching you to clean, huh?
Bogo kind of goes, "Actually, no, if memory serves correctly, he's been the mop boy for
Why?
He has been. Well, that's a problem.
What about the time the captain pooed 4 times and the twins never pooed?
Hey, how good are you at making, like, forgeries of things?
He's actually really good at that too. He's the reason why we're even here."
Lies!
You're not even there. From like outside you see
You see a black hole.
I'm gonna take off Heath's jacket, and I'll be like, "Hey, can you make a fake version of yourself really quick so I can collect the money?"
Do you want to use your last roll to see?
Yes!
He's using his last roll to make.
He's seasoned. That's a season. 27. Yeah. You literally use your last roll to tell Keith make a forgery of yourself, and then literally Xbox Man is standing there, and you literally just make a fake version, and Xbox Man just goes Xbox, and he like looks at it and goes Xbox, and Bobby goes. Xbox Man says, "Man, now there are 2 Heaths," and he walks over and he picks up the obvious thing, throws it in the jail cell, walks over, unlocks this massive thing, and pulls out a chest full of 10 million berries.
Is it million or billion?
Million. Oh wait.
It was
Oh, it would be
This is
billion.
5 stars.
Yeah. it would
Cordell,
be
what was
billion. My bad.
what was the roll?
27.
Huh.
With your bonuses, it would be at least a 30 or over. Because he also has like a.
He's just like.
This is the second forgery you've made that is literally like a nothing you've made that is a forgery has been under a 30.
Hey,
should
that's
just
Sleazy X Navy bonus.
Just
So-
turn in both Heaths twice the reward.
Yeah.
20 million!
I'm just gonna be like perfect, and then I'm gonna take the other. I'm gonna take actual Heath, and I'm just gonna like hide him in there with the money, and I'll
just-
be like,
and he's
"Good
just-
doing business with you." And
And
then
he's
it's
just
gonna be the
and he's
next
just
person's
muffled
turn.
like.
Alright, Spade, where do you want to go?
So there was the execution. It was actually going to be an
There's an
execution.
active execution going on. The execution platform is usually very popular. You can go to the Fords family office. Keyword on the family.
I'm not going to do that because I genuinely don't want to die.
If there's something you want to get, or somewhere you want to go,
I'm going to go get 15 devil fruit.
If there's a shop you want to go to, there's a shop there.
I'm going to be
Devil
like,
fruit shop.
I'm just going to walk over to the devil fruit shop.
All right, the exotic, exemplary fruit.
I'm just
shop.
going to like grab 2 and just start running.
You're gonna walk and take the first
Well,
two
well,
fruits you see.
It's just random.
There's a lot of stuff.
It's random.
There's
It's
a
like
lot of.
It's like a general store. I'm gonna just.
It's like a pawn shop.
I'm gonna
like a
walk up to the
novelty
dude and
store.
just Ridley down taunt and see if he gives me any.
See if you just
Give me a devil fruit for this performance.
Try.
So, in game, there's this mechanic that we call a.
Oh, no! 2 tries. That was almost a 29. It's fine.
No.
Literally, you walk in and you Ridley down taunt. You just go, and the guy behind the door looks at you and he goes, "What the?" And he just kind of goes.
Someone's gonna walk by. I'm gonna steal their wallet and then I'm gonna like grab. I'm just gonna like put the wallet on there and be like, "Give me all the devil fruits you can give me with this amount of money."
You're not gonna like see what other. You can literally, if you roll to see like if there's any.
Okay,
good
yeah,
ones.
I'm gonna make like kind of a perception and like just like look around.
See what the wares are.
13. If you had Rufus with you,
Too bad they don't have a
you would have
pocket
like a pretty
key
good
like
chance of
I
being able
do.
to like check them. You have no idea
Still
what's going on.
I'm just
Something
gonna be
in
like,
there.
oh, what's this? And
He just
this
hasn't
one's
gotten
glowing
over the
with
stress of the event.
mystical
He's just
aura.
fucking-
I'm just gonna-
You're gonna just eat one of the fruits.
Yep.
You're not even gonna.
You're-
just gonna eat. You grab one of the fruits, and as you like reach it, and you, right before you put it into your mouth, the guy like goes, "What are you doing? Put that down!" And then he like pulls out. He like
There's a
underneath
strap?
the
Oh,
apron, he
goodness.
like pulls out like it's a 6-stone pistol. And he pulls it out.
Oh, bro, has this
And
strap?
he goes, I literally own a devil fruit fruit shop. If you don't think I have sea stone weapons, then you're really
I have 15 devil
stupid."
fruits.
He goes, "Dude, you can't walk in here. Just eat a devil fruit
Bro.
and expect me not to retaliate." He goes, "Dude, I have a family, man. I have to support them." And he goes, "One more," and his finger hovers over this massive red button. He goes,
Kid
"I'm calling
named
sea stone
Finger.
security on you."
Kid named Finger. I don't think I have another turn, do I?
You don't, but I mean, you can talk to him if you want to try to.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, I'm just not from here.
Next
Yeah.
Anyone else from
Okay,
the
wait,
original
okay.
fruit shop was just a guy in the alley?
The old man.
I'm just going to make a black hole, jump through it, and then go to the execution grounds. And I'm going to listen in and hear the case. I want to hear what's happening.
8. As you go down into the portal and you pull up, with that
Bro,
8,
that's
because you were
24
just trying to
seconds.
teleport in, and there's no one specifically looking for you just yet. When you came out, you knocked into these 2 massive sea stone robots, and since you got an 8, just kind of you bumped into them, and since they made sea stone, you literally did the and you like got weak for a second.
Did I learn anything?
As you look up this massive crowd, you look up to the stage and you see a bunch of figures who you don't know. One man, dressed all in red, with a black mustache and black hair long and down, is sitting with 2 soldiers with mock Navy uniforms with sword staffs, with 2 blades underneath his chin, and he's smiling like this. And next to him, on the right and the left, are 2 very important looking figures. One of them is holding a microphone and goes, "My name is Hingle McCringleberry, member of the Gorosei. And as such, this man, Rick, has been absolutely insane and has been doing really stupid things that I used to do in my youth. As such, I'm here to demonstrate the power of our Navy under the leadership of Johnny Fords and kill this man to show you people that we mean business and you can't just do whatever you want here on the island. We are ruling this chaos. Johnny Fords, the malevolent monarch, is going to take back what is rightfully his."
Black Vortex. I'm going to free the man.
You're gonna
on
free
the
Rick?
execution. Yeah. I'm going to free.
I didn't get to describe who the other person
Okay,
was.
go for it.
Goodness.
No, go for it. I'll wait.
Okay, and he goes,
I might change my opinion.
The executioner for today is fellow Corsair member Roman. And you watch as Roman with this
Is Dr.
man,
Wolf there?
Former
Is Dr.
Yonko-
Wolf
No,
there?
it's not that Roman. It's
Okay.
the Yonko Roman, former Yonko Roman, who is a member of the Corsair with his plant fruit. These tentacles begin to kind of flesh out of his fingers and wrap around the throat of Rick, whose smile has not been deterred. You would be able to tell me that there's a reason why he's on the platform. Are you trying? Okay, actually, let me. Are you trying to free him by putting him next to you, or are you freeing him by putting him through the platform?
What
How
I
are
think
you
I'm going to
teleporting?
do is I'm going to reach into my jacket and grab him out of the execution ground.
So you're gonna put him next to you?
Yeah, I'm going to be like,
Dude, if this fails, we're effed.
Yeah, well, because you're next to literally 2 sea stone guards.
or
You can teleport him.
Or, you know what I can do? Here's what I'll do. I'll take my jacket and I'll disappear under it, appear on the stage, and then grab him and then disappear back into my jacket.
All right, man, this could be a problem. 11. You go through, and as soon as you pull up,
He does the.
you literally do and the entire, even Hingle McCringleberry literally does the, what? And he drops the microphone. Roman pauses. The 2 guards pause. Rick literally stops smiling and goes, the crowd cheering and jeering stops. It is absolute dead silence. Everyone
He breaks his silence by saying,
everyone fixates on you.
Perfect.
This is your last turn. This is going to determine whether or not you just screwed this entire thing
Okay.
up.
Rick, tell me what you did to deserve to be up here, and I will decide if you get executed or not.
Yeah, no, you get.
As you go, the minute you say that, Hingle McCringleberry walks over to you, and and you like turn, and he literally just there's no word said. He just goes, boom, straight to the gut with his special devil fruit, like the stone fruit, stone fist to your stomach, and he grabs the microphone and goes, ladies and gentlemen, it seems we have a double execution, and the crowd just goes, yeah, they love me, and all at once, like Roman's like tentacles like wrap around your throat, and now you are thrown next to Rick, who literally just goes, are you done, mate?
What did you do again, Rick?
I'm a serial killer.
I love people like you.
No.
Bro, you just goes, mate,
Rufus,
you're crazier than me.
On your turn, you should like make your way over to me and be like, so this devil fruit is actually the god fruit.
Well, it's up to him to decide. What do you want to do?
You can do whatever. I don't care.
I want to.
I'm going to
buy the
hedge my
double
bets
fruit
and go to the special weapons store.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, 30. I was close. 25. The selection is extremely versatile. You see special elemental weapons from, I think, I'm trying to remember the name I gave the special weapon maker. I think it might have been Mako. Could have been different. The special bladesmith who made elemental weapons, such as the Apollo has, or like who's another person who had element, like Malka has.
I also have a special weapon.
Well, yours isn't specifically elemental, but yeah, you have a special one. These weapons, along with any sort of sea stone weapon that you could possibly imagine is there. There's also, you see atop of the desk, like in a glass case, you see it is a beautifully carved wooden like clasp chest, like small chest about the length of like a rifle that is like stuck up in this glass case. So it's a glass case. In the glass case is another case, and in that case must be some insanely powerful weapon.
Alright, I'm going to walk up to Mako. You said his name was right.
Yeah. Well, Mako's the guy that makes them, but he's not the guy who owns the store. There's just a store owner. He's like an old man with like an eye patch.
Okay.
You know, he's just sitting there, and he has some battle scars. Clearly, the man knows weapons because he's
no idea
used
how
them.
funny it is. Paul's
I'm going to walk up to him and I'm going to say, so, there's a devil fruit peddler, a tiny little mini mart that sells devil fruits, I see. And I happen to be in the business of collecting devil fruits. But, you see, I don't think anyone would put the best devil fruits where anyone can just waltz up and steal one, as I saw some random kid trying to do. I think that they would put the most powerful weapon, or the most powerful devil fruits hidden behind the most powerful weapons, which you possess. Do you have any powerful devil fruits that you're hiding here?
Yeah. You have a collector bonus. What was your personality trait was intelligent, right?
I believe so.
And then your collector, and then what's your other tracker?
Yeah, tracker.
So it would be collector.
I feel like tracker would kind of apply because he's like going there to track a devil fruit.
Sure.
Plus, if we give Pulse
I'll give
Captain
you the
bonus.
+10. You're a businessman. You know how to talk to these people, and as a tracker, you'd be able to sniff out like, I know where the best views are gonna be. I'll give it to you.
Oh! I called it in my mind! I literally said it's gonna be.
He rolled a 40. The man looks at you and he
It's the
smiles.
god fruit!
He smiles and he goes, the devil
Dear
peddler.
goodness.
And he throws back his seat and puts his feet up there and he goes, I knew one day you were going to stop by my establishment. That's why I've been holding on to this one devil fruit specifically for you, my friend. And he gets down and he walks over and goes, this is a one of a kind, I guarantee you. He gets a ladder and goes up to that glass case. He brings down that weapon. Inside is a beautiful, ornate, golden rifle with a purple gemstone on right in front of where the trigger is. There's that trigger is like a lever action, along with a vast ornate group of specially carved sea stone bullets. Next to it, within the case, is this devil fruit that looks like a bottle. It looks like a bottle with a ship in it. And he goes, this devil fruit isn't even in the book. Not in the expanded book. There's no written recollection of it. The only reason why I got this is because someone came by and told me to give it specifically to you. Didn't give a name,
It's the bang bang.
but I should tell you, a man of your talents, there's a lot of eyes that are looking at you. And this one, maybe not powerful, but it's extremely versatile. And he just puts it on the table and he goes, so, willing to make a trade?
What do you have in mind?
Devil fruit for a devil fruit. Or, if you want this very special rifle, I'll give you the rifle and this devil fruit for 2 devil fruits. Devil fruits are a lot more common around here, but I can still get some really good cash.
Alright, I think I'll take you up on your offer. And I will look through the devil fruit that I have available. I think I'll give him the lion fruit and is the love fruit anything worth keeping and hold up?
I would.
It's pretty strong.
It's decent. I will say that it might be worth the gun. It gives you the gun will give you a bonus like he has for his special weapon.
How about the paint?
You can give the paint away.
Alright.
There's only one character on your crew that can actually use that fruit effectively. So, alright, paint, and the lion. And as you hand them over, he looks at them kind of like, I expected more, but you know what? He didn't say anything, and he kind of takes them. And he like walks over and he opens.
I wish I got a better deal.
And he like opens up the box and he throws them both in, closes it, and he looks back and he goes, shakes your hand and he goes, "Pleasure doing business with you, good sir."
Pleasure.
Cordon,
Now-
I'm curious. Who could have used the paint fruit?
There's a member of your crew who actively has artists as his main talent.
It's Goat's NPC.
Goat's NPC can actively, and he can actively, like, there's a specific style of artist that he's good at, and it's going to be really funny when you guys ask him about it, if you ever find out that he's an artist.
Interpretive dancing.
Alright, as soon as he does that, he goes, one door, and he goes, "There's some gentlemen that wish to speak with you."
Fair enough. I'll head out to the back door.
As you walk through, you see
in
in the dim light, there's one figure. He's a fish man, bright orange skin, a tattoo on his head. It's a Jolly Roger. You're not really familiar with the flag. You're not a pirate. The symbol is of a grinning skull. Not like, like a normal skull, it's a smiling skull. Kind of unnerving. On his back is a sleeping bag. And as you walk into the room, the guy with this very nice, beautiful sword that looks like it's made out of a combination of both fish scales, as concerning as that is, crab shell, all sorts of shells. He stands up and he nods to you and he turns around. And there in the, you see, where someone would put their head in the sleeping bag, it is pulled up and you see just 2 pairs of eyes, piercing with red pupils. And a voice just says, "Finally, you're here. The gallows peddler. Tell me, Rufus, did you find it? Did you find that devil fruit? The one that gives you the power of gods?"
Yeah.
Depends on who's asking, I guess.
I'm asking on behalf of my captain. I'm a person who you don't need to know the identity of. However, he's been looking for you specifically to know if you know anything, or if you hold on to the map that leads to it. You do not have powerful Haki. The figure in the sleeping bag, despite the level of Haki you're at, you can tell that he, if he wished, could knock you out like that.
Alright. just as a conversational part, I'm going to tell him I only do deals on a first term basis. Either you bring me your captain or there's no deal.
He's very temperamental, so I actually have to use a term for that. 10. There's a pause as you see the eyes narrow within the sleeping bag. The voice goes, "That's going to be quite complicated then, Rufus. My benefactor, my captain, doesn't really exactly like meeting face to face with people. Tell me outright if you have it or not. If you cause me to have to go get my captain and then you don't have any information whatsoever, my captain, he's not the forgiving sort. You have to understand, this devil fruit has such sway within this world that if anyone else catches on that he's looking for it, things can happen. Just tell us outright. Do you have the devil fruit or not?"
I will deal only with your captain. Bring me to him instead.
No. That seals it then. And Genji. The guy with the sleeping bag turns around and faces you again, this time hand on blade, and he slowly begins to pull it out. The store guy, you hear a as the man locks the door behind you.
Ooh.
And with that, we go to our next guy, James, aka Jack Boo Johnson. Is there anywhere you would like to go?
Well,
Please save some pizza for me. I'm not going to eat any right now because I'm trying to talk.
that makes it complicated. I've finally caught up with Heath Slader after he was dragged off. No, he's in the chest, isn't
He is in the chest now, yeah.
Wait, is he in the chest?
Yeah, you literally just threw him into the chest and just dragged him out.
Well,
You just, oh yeah, you walk up to Beckett and you're just here in the chest, muffled.
oh yeah, just a muffled sobs.
Yeah.
After which point I kidnapped you to bring you on my own shopping trip. And I was also headed towards the special weapons dealer, so this might get complicated.
Oh boy, this is going to be fun.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
Bust down the door.
Although, time-wise, how long would it have been between him?
It wouldn't have
Right,
been that
so-
long because he just went ahead of him.
Yeah.
Because he walked in, because they got there first, and then he walked in after that, got him, and now they're headed that way. You're with Heath, right? Yeah. You picked
I'll pretty much say I just gave you the chest for shopping.
I don't... I would just probably take a small amount of it, because carrying the entire bounty would be
Yeah,
both
10
heavy
billion,
and
yeah.
dangerous.
Well,
It should
we
be
got
mentioned
2
that,
million,
like,
right?
literally walking through town
Dude,
with a
wait,
chest.
did we even split our money with Xbox, man?
No, because you guys passed it.
So we have all
You-
10 billion.
You guys have.
Yeah, you have the whole bounty.
They have-
You
yeah,
took
they
me
have-
in. Well, me in quotations because it was the fake.
How much buying power
Yeah, he
does
just trusted
10
me with the whole
billion
chest.
berries
Yeah.
have?
10
And
million
my-
berries is a lot. You can buy whatever you want. I can say that there is nothing on Watchtower Island with the exception of maybe
I'm probably the only
one
person in the
thing
crew who can carry
that
the
would
chest.
cost you at least
Honestly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that would cost
Other
you
than
at
maybe
least that.
Boggle with his robot, like maybe.
I think we really would just take a small amount of that for shopping.
Yeah.
'cause
Also, Cordell, please tell me Heath Slater gets some of that. It's his own bounty.
We're in the
That's
chest.
literally up to Quinn.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Actually, it is. It
Whoever,
is.
like, whoever your leaders amongst the group.
Actually, it is kind of up to Heath. He was in the chest, so he could have just like stuffed it
Yeah,
in his pockets.
that's up to you.
He
And
was
then
just
so
like-
you're headed to the weapon shop.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we go up to the special weapons shop.
Yes.
From the looks of things, they've just closed.
Well,
Okay.
he locked the back door. The front door is still open.
All right, so I walk in the front door.
All right.
Heath's
As
like,
you walk in, you see the guy is
He's
standing
like
there, the shopkeeper, and
composing
he can't
himself.
hide it. He's sweating profusely and looks extremely nervous as he's constantly wringing his hands. You see an empty case above his head where there must have been some grandiose weapon that's no longer there. Otherwise, you see what Ryan saw, which is immense weaponry. Anything you could possibly want could be there. And even if I didn't mention it, you can
We aren't
ask if it's
committing
there,
any
and it
crimes
most likely
here on
is.
this pirate
All right.
island.
So I'm looking around the shelves and the cases, and I'm not completely familiar with this system, but do I see anything that could give me some kind of advantage in a fight?
I don't even have to roll for that. Most of the weapons here can give up to a +1 to +3 bonus in combat. The one that he got is a +3. There's one other weapon that can give you a +3. Everything else is +2 or +1, depending on how awesome the weapon is.
All right.
I mean, his weapons give +2, so yeah.
So then I'll go to the cellar, not notice the mood he's in, and I'll just say, I'm interested in big guns. What's your biggest?
Oh, that's the other weapon. That's a +3. He literally goes, huh? Oh, yes. There's. He looks over and he can tell that you have a lot of money. And he goes. There's one thing that I can get. So in his back room, there's like these like massive drapes. Then there's the door. He goes behind the drapes, not into the other room, and he pulls out a sea stone Gatling gun.
Oh my goodness.
And he just goes, ugh, ugh, and he throws it back on the shelf. And he looks at you and goes,
But through the walls, all I can hear is,
yeah. He like looks over to you and he goes, it's 1 billion berries.
I'll take it. And I think we have that much on us.
Hold on, no, hold on, hold on a minute.
Interrupt me.
Yeah, he's like, hold on a minute.
I
You
said
can
just give it to
throw,
him.
if
Why
you
not?
want
It's
a
a
weapon
round.
too, you can throw something
You
else
should
in.
try and barter with him, Jackboot.
You can also barter.
Yeah, okay.
You
Bring it down to $1 million.
No, bring it down to 750.
All right.
Could I
And
20 bears.
could I give Jackboot my bonus for like Sleazy, just like
Sure.
trying to
Like,
bring
try-
down the
Bro,
price?
try
I
and just
could
give him
just
the
give you
wrong
my
amount of money.
Here's the thing.
No,
here's
you
the
don't have
thing,
to.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna allow people to give bonuses to other players if you think that those characters are specifically close enough where they could help them out, that they would be able to help them out.
That is both
And that would be
instances
easy.
where
Yeah.
one, it would make
He's not
sense.
gonna count 1 billion berries. You could just like pass like 500 million and just like leave it at that.
Or just hand him just a
Are they-
basic sack.
He's not gonna be able to tell.
physically, like, are they each
It's
one
coins.
berry?
Yeah.
Well, there are dollar
There's
bills.
dollar. Yeah.
So
There
we
are
could just
$1,000.
use.
But with
my-
this chest, it's specifically only coins.
Oh my lord.
Oh, that's why only
Just,
Beckett
like,
can
scoop
carry
it.
it. So we could use my Sleazy bonus against him because
There are 10 billion coins in that chest.
It's extremely heavy. Only Beckett.
they'd have to be like Lego.
Jack-
They'd have to be like
Beckett
Lego
and
flat
Jackboot
piece
are
size.
physically, besides, it's Malta,
Somehow.
Beckett, and Jackboot are the 3 physically strongest members of your crew. Those are literally the only 3 that can load this chest. And Jackboot
Okay.
is one.
And this is only a small part of it because we didn't take
Yeah,
it.
you didn't take all of it. So
Yeah.
in any case, if you want to, you guys can roll for the barter. You guys get some bonuses on it. You're
Yeah.
also intimidating. So I mean that helps.
Yeah, intimidating, Sleazy. He can talk down the price.
Okay, and if we can just pile on another bonus, as my bartering attempt, I say, if you lower the price, I'll make you an unforgettable luncheon.
All right, that's some significant boost, at least a +10. And you got a 26. That is
Yeah.
enough. She goes, I'll take half. I'll take 500 million berries for it. Her name is Bertha. I even carved their name on the side. And he goes, it's okay. It's okay. And he just cries for everything. And he goes, he like shoves her over and he goes,
dealers, man, I think.
here's the ammunition. And he
I'll do that
pulls
on my
out an equally large chest. And he
Oh my
pulls it out and
goodness.
he goes, free of charge. Because you were going to make me food, right?
Wait,
Yes.
the gun was free of charge?
No, the bullets.
Oh,
You should
okay.
make him Fishman soup.
Oh no, bro.
Find it in the back alley.
I take Bertha lovingly into my arms, and I whisper in her ear that everything's going to be okay. But also, do I have enough hands to hold all this? I guess I could just pile them on top of each other.
You can literally, yeah, you can. Unless you want to say that there's like another NPC that can follow you that would.
I mean, Heath could carry something. His own weapon that he buys.
No, he could not. Nope.
Heath,
Malchus
Hold
with
Bertha.
me. I need him. For
And he
my
just,
fight.
like, you drop it and he's just, and it just drops.
You can hold it. You would just just be lugging it behind.
And he's like,
That is the one thing you can hold
I'm
right
sorry.
I
now.
will say, Jack Boot. At this point, after you do that, you hear the man audibly say to himself, and this is normally I would like roll to see if you can like figure something out. This man is literally the worst person to trust with like, I'm gonna kill someone, don't say anything, because he just goes, oh my goodness, I hope that I don't hear anything. I hope they're down with the business back there, so I can just forget about all this. And he's like, literally, like, he pulls out, like, he starts going like this on his face to get off the sweat, and then he goes, and he pulls out, when you're under immense stress, I believe it is possible to sweat blood. He's
Jesus.
sweating blood. This man is next level stress. And he kind of like sits down on a stool and he goes, oh, this is what I get for owning such a crazy business. If I was at least 20 years younger, I could actually fight.
James, I have an idea.
Hmm?
Could I borrow your last roll? I'm gonna see what this back room's all
I
about.
think I've got 2 rolls left.
He does.
No, true, too.
Okay.
You can use this one and then.
Maybe. Well,
I
I'm
mean, if
thinking
you're.
Either way, we're about to figure out what's happening in the back room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Because I was gonna try and with my sleazy bonus because we would
To
both.
get information out of him?
Yeah.
You can just use another roll to
I
just
think.
ask together.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna just directly say this is without a roll. So if there's any difficulty, this won't work. I'm just going to say, what's so stressful about back door?
Nothing. No,
And that's when we're gonna roll because Heath Slader kind of puts on his charm and he grabs like a rag out of his pocket, kind of cleans the other guy's hands up a bit. He's like, oh yeah, I'm pretty good with cleaning. Usually like a nice rag like this will work, and he like brings him in. It's like, what's in the back room, buddy?
9. He goes. He literally looks at you and he grabs you and he pulls you close. And he goes. No. He goes.
Oh my goodness!
He's like 75. He goes. I got caught up in some business that could lead to a lot of people getting hurt. And he goes, including myself and my family. He goes, my grandkids, my wife, my children. Look, look. Just leave. It's
No,
better
no.
if you just leave and forget anything that happened.
Let me tell you 2 words. Heath Slader.
That would be good enough for him not to roll. And he looks at
And
you
he
and goes,
just.
He goes, the man with the golden voice? A 5-star bounty? And he like...
And he just he saw the bounty poster before, and it was
Oh,
a really
he,
good.
He pulls out from his back pocket another bounty poster. He looks at it.
Yeah, and then he just does the same pose he did in the bounty poster because it was just one of his like better photos.
And he goes, right this way. And he like pulls out this key and he opens.
I can't believe that worked.
And he opens up the door and he yells out. He goes, "You guys are messed up now. Heath Slader is here."
He's got it.
He goes, and then he like kind of like old man hobbles away and he pulls out a shotgun from underneath the shelves.
He's
and he
got a
puts it in
strap.
his chest, and he goes, he just sits there and goes, "And to get near me, I'm gonna help you guys. Otherwise," and he like rolls over the side of the desk and he goes, "I'm staying back here."
Hey, you got any good weapons you can toss me to help with?
Heath, I'm gonna have you roll right now because the hockey level could knock you out.
Oh no! Oh no! This is bad.
Guys,
Heath Slader passed away on the battle. 20.
Okay, yeah.
somehow you're able
Yeah,
to
he's
do
like,
that.
whoa,
Right,
whoa.
So Jack Boots,
It's not as
Your
bad as
resistance,
Xbox
your
Man.
resistance to like stay
you
alive is
just
getting
like
better.
you just use the roll,
Turns
so
out
you
being
have like
abused
2
by-
rolls up on your next turn.
Right.
You rolled for the charm.
I thought. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they were
so
my
yeah.
turns. Yeah.
Yes.
We just entered the back rooms. I
Worry
assume
not.
we
Heath
see.
Slader's here.
You would see Rufus standing there in shock as at this point a fish man with like orange skin, tattoo of a Jolly Roger on his head, and blade out with a sword to Rufus's neck. Rufus, eyes large, because realistically, this man would be fast enough that Rufus can't track. In fact, this swordsman in particular would be fast enough where all 3 of you could not track this person. You could get lucky with your reaction time. And as you put that in, you, Jack Boot, because you have pretty decent hockey, the hockey level of the room, you realize this is bad.
Yeah.
And the swordsman looks at the 2 of you and he goes, "Step out of the room unless you want to be beheaded with your friend here. Listen, all we require is some information dear friend so brutally is keeping away from us. Put down the weapons. Step away.
Sir, can I make Haki? Can I make a clarification? This is my mom. Not my friend. This is my mom. Well, my friend too.
This is my son.
You're a woman?
Living in 2024.
All right, that's it. And he takes out the mop and spear.
I would like to, considering this man is clearly armed and dangerous, would it be considered insane to just try and punch him?
Yes.
Okay,
Punch
I'm gonna
him?
punch him.
Yes. I'll give you the insane bonus. I'll give you a tank bonus because you're physically strong.
I'm gonna punch him right in the. Can I see his chin?
Yeah, you can see.
I'm gonna punch him
Ooh.
right in the chin.
Uppercut him.
Canelo Alvarez, that man.
8 and 13. You rush in.
Ah.
As you rush in, he's
No
not
rush.
there. And all once now you feel a sword on your side. He goes,
Jump him! Jump him! Straight up.
I may be
Just
a
jump
pirate,
him.
but I'm not one to pick fights
Remember
randomly
what
with
JJK
people,
taught
especially
you.
so when I'm misgendered by mistake. I'm not all about that weird. I don't know. Look, I apologize, but you need to step away. I don't want to hurt you, but I will if I have to. We're just getting information, and we want to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Rufus is crude. You can get information by talking.
Who's?
Look, it seems as though
Ruth,
this
that's
is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Very well then. My son. And all at once, the sleeping bag on his chest kind of ruffles, and 2 hands come out, and this man crawls out of the sleeping bag and he does the
Ugh.
as the man. This man, honestly. You're actually surprised that this man is extremely attractive. Long silvery hair,
Whoa.
really
Bro's
like
bad.
interesting eyebrows, and a face that like could charm like anyone. It's
Wrist
the
him up,
eyes, though.
Heath.
The eyes with like black, like his eyes are black with red pupils, and you're like they're beautiful for some weird reason, and they strike you. As he turns and looks at you, he goes, "Oh, what do we have here? Mademoiselle?" And he looks up and he goes, "Please, all we require is some information. Maybe you know the answer that your friend Rufus so rudely denies from us. Maybe you know if he knows the location of the god fruits."
Do I feel that he's using any influence on me, or is he just making?
Oh, this is just
okay.
pure charm.
All right. Well, then I say, finally, a gentleman. What do you need to know?
Do you know, or do you know if Rufus knows the location of the god fruits? We are on. And then you like look down and he looks at his watch and he goes, not a watch. Well, it wouldn't be a watch. Maybe some sort of. He
Cordell.
looks at his wrist and he
Whose
goes,
turn is it?
"It's still his.
Oh, okay.
You have 2 more turns."
One.
And he goes, "It looks as though we're running out of time. This is quick. 1 word response. Yes or no. If you say no, I'm going to kill all 3 of you. And I'm going to search the corpses. If you say yes, then this fixes everything. You can give us the map, and you can go."
Map?
The map to the god fruit.
Do you have a map? That would help more.
Yay.
You know. And he puts his own charm on. Maybe I do, Monsieur.
12. He looks at you and goes, "No, you don't." And he like walks toward you. Every stride, the Haki that he's exuding is causing you to go down to 1 knee.
Yeah, he's like trying to keep on the Heath Slader charm, and he's like, oh. That's...
And he grabs you like this, and he puts you and goes, "Oh, what do we have here? Oh, I see. You're the Heath Slader, the one who with the golden voice. I've heard so much about you. You are weak." And he throws you aside and goes, "I don't know how you got a 5-star bounty. They're giving them out like candy nowadays. Look, it seems to me as though none of you know the answer to the question. You know, you're not even worth killing. So I'm going to just do the best thing I can. and that's just leave. I'm gonna get out of here. You guys are annoying the freak out of me, and if you guys can't tell me what I want to know, there's no point about me, of either of us sticking around. We're very influential, and we have a lot of enemies. But this isn't the last time we will see us.
I hope not.
Rufus, we'll stay in touch. Until next time, devil. And they like both just exit. And you just immediately as the door closes behind them, you hear the presence of their immense Haki disappears.
Alright, well, I get up to my feet and pull Heath up to his feet and presumably help Rufus to his feet because he was just about to be beheaded.
Yeah.
And I say, let's make lunch. And go back into the other room where the gun cellar is.
That
All right.
sucked.
Let's roll to make lunch. 6. You guys are very. It's an 11 because you have.
There's tension. There's tension.
You made very mid ramen, and everyone just
And
kind of
it's
just
like-
like
That was worth it, ancient
the
weapon.
old man is just like the old man is just like. The old man is just
You got
sad.
fleeced!
He's like, you got fleeced. All right.
That's what happened.
Brian, you have one more turn. Is there anything you want to do with that last?
I'm gonna do a little bit of interaction and then ball.
For those of you who didn't see it, I'm just kidding.
But no, I'm just gonna like eat the ramen and I'm gonna be like, man, that sucked. Dude was trying to riz me up, grab me by the chin. Oh.
Least controversial nerd herd character.
He was a creep.
Yeah, he was, but he was also kind of attractive.
Skin deep.
Yeah.
Oh man!
So Shopkeep, you have any weapons for someone like me?
For a weakling like you,
I'm-
sure, let's no. He doesn't think of that. Let's roll. Let's see if he has anything for you. 26.
He has something for you.
Wow.
big Josie.
It's a +1
man.
bonus, free of
From
charge
Palm
because he loves you so much.
I
He
know.
hands you a new spear.
Ooh, 2 spears.
I break it.
All right,
Bro.
Beckett,
I
it
wouldn't
is
do that.
your turn. You have
He just holds both spears.
Fossil with you, and you have Harold with you. Everyone kind of splits. You are around in the town square. It is disturbingly quiet for a split second, and then you hear an immense from the execution area.
Oh.
And Boggle like kind of goes like this, and he telescopes and he goes, "It seems to me like Captain Quinn Cook is having quite a fun time."
Oh yeah, let's check it out.
20. You walk over there and you see Quinn Cook and this man with this very disturbing smile on his face with these like roots around their neck and 2 men with like blades to both of their throats. And you see one figure with long drooping hair, old, about 60, with a microphone, and you see another guy about in his like mid to late 40s, with like these like tentacle like fingers of like trunks around the two of their throats.
Damn,
And the crowd is chanting, "Kill them! Kill them! Kill them! Kill them!"
They love me.
I'm gonna go up to just straight up to the stage and be like, "Whoa, this is an interesting performance, Quinn."
It's for our perception.
Gotta roll for it. 21. Hingle goes, "There's no way that we're about to have a 3-way like just killing thing like a 3-way execution. That's crazy." And like Hingle like approaches you and goes, "Hey old man, what are you doing here? You need to get down."
What do you mean?
This is a public execution. You can't just walk off the stage. That's why he's getting killed.
Oh, Malcolm's with me, by the way, too.
Oh, Malcolm?
Yeah.
Malcolm didn't go over. Malcolm's sitting from there, and he's
Yeah,
literally
he's probably by the...
he's face rolling. I will also say, because it would make a lot of sense, Apollo is standing next to him, and Apollo's like looking up there, and he has both hands on weapons, and he's like looking around like, do we do something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at this probably smaller built old man, and I'm just gonna kind of look at him. I can't really say much because I'm also an old man, but I'm definitely.
He's about he's pretty fit for 60.
Mm-hmm.
You're impressed that he has like about the same physique as you. He's smaller, yeah, but
Just gonna kind of look down at him and be like, you know what? I can't believe people on this island are so rude. I remember when people used to be good kids. But you know what? What a decade will change. It's really upsetting, you know? And to think I thought I was gonna have a lovely reunion with my grandson, Johnny. Oh well.
28.
he like, there's like a pause as you say that. Now, this platform literally echoes. And as you say that, the entire crowd just goes silent once again. And Hingle, like, drops the microphone, and this time off the stage, and it hits Apollo in the head. And he just goes, what? And the entire crowd collectively gasps, and Roman drops like immediately around the stuff around their necks, and it goes, and that's when you hear a ring a ring a bang bang.
No, that's just ours.
I know. As the pocket Din Mushi goes off, and you hear the familiar voice of Hector go, kind of muffled, but you can kind of hear because you're nearby. It's talking to Roman, and Hector goes, "Bring the old man to the office right away." And all at once, Hingle and Hector go. Hingle and Roman go, "Come with us, old man."
All right.
Johnny,
I'm gonna pick up Quinn. And I'm gonna put him in my jacket.
Wait! Do you people still want to see an execution?
12. The crowd is kind of like,
No!
they're like in song, and they're all talking amongst themselves.
Can I just get I know you want to see an execution! And then I just like go up to him. I put my hand on his face, and then I just black hole blast. Oh, I know they like that. Okay. As I execute him, I'm like, follow me. In the name of justice, we will get rid of scum one by one, starting with the first ever serial killer made known to me, Captain Quinn Cook. This world will be rid of evil. His face will be absorbed by darkness, because that's what he spread all day of his life.
As soon as you do that, the crowd goes, "Yeah! Cook! You could literally hear this chanting with that 30 anywhere on the island.
Alright, perfect.
And for one more roll, do you want to see, is this, kind of what lasting effects happen afterwards?
Yeah, let's see what this 1, 2.
Right like that. You see as you do that, through the crowd, you see a large column of mock Navy soldiers run in, and they surround the execution platform, guns ready, and this guy walks out, Admiral Pauldron's the most punchable, arrogant face on.
Bro's Charles.
Yes, no, bro literally looks like a Helmeppo. Like with the stupid burnt haircut. And he walks out and he goes, "Hey, shut up!" And everyone goes, "Boo!" He goes, "Shoot that guy!" And they just shoot a random guy and he goes, "Listen up!" And he goes, "This man is trying to destroy what we built." He goes, "You don't know who this guy is? He's killed countless members of our Navy. I'm here to bring him to justice." And everyone goes, "Boo! Boo! You can't do
You people want to see me die?
Let's see. This isn't the turn roll. I mean, you already did your turn. 8. The people, as they do that, all of a sudden everyone goes, "Okay, in that case," and he pulls out this random woman from the crowd, takes a gun, and just goes, "If you don't get down from that platform, let's see how good the crowd feels after I just shoot this woman." He goes, "It seems to me like people around here don't seem to listen very well."
Oh, I wish I had any more rolls left. But
And, well, as soon as he does that, you see, Malka. Okay, so the entire crowd pushed back. Malka is right, behind him. The guy hasn't noticed him
The
yet.
shadow.
And Apollo is also, standing off to the crowd, weapons out, but he's kind of, there's, a ring of soldiers. He's behind the ring, but he's looking at you do I do something? You want to do it? Alright, NPC roll, and then it's going to be
execute
Colton's
the
turn.
order. Well, I think Eric still has a roll left, doesn't he?
Malka?
Is that a 30?
Malka literally...
But I get a captain bonus for that too,
You
right?
so 30.
Malka literally with the hook swings it over his head. This guy does the, huh?
Wouldn't they be about the same strength? Because he, like, wasn't he Yonko level?
Malka's Yonko.
Yeah.
And this guy does the, it does the black, like the black
Yeah.
and white, like, movie
The manga panel.
to
Kaido.
Bro literally goes spiraling in the air, and Malka literally just goes, leaps up like this, boom,
DK
and
forward.
a freaking Conqueror's Haki tornado hits him, driving him down, and everyone just like, oh! And like as all the soldiers go like this, all at once, Apollo comes crashing into the center, and he activates Conqueror's Haki. All of them knocked down, and he goes, he like looks around, and he does the, what was that? In this round out, you hear a voice go, Captain Cook, this way. You see an Elbathian giant dressed in a tux, trying to hide behind a house, waving to you to go over in his direction. Colton, your go.
Okay, so the guy has a strap and he's aiming it at me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
well, at this point, because of
Yes, I
everything
know.
that's going, you can hear the crowd chanting, and he's distracted.
I know. Well, no, listen. Oh, here's
You just go,
cook,
"Photo."
cook, and then do that thing with the icon. We do the, idiot captain, and I do that. Lock in, and I'd like stand up. I'd be like, listen, man, I'm gonna do that. I'm not a very good guy. I'm gonna do that. But I've gotten word that we recently just collected a bounty, a big one. I promise you, I'll pay you back. I'm a man of my word, and I'm gonna do the. Give me the best you got.
When you roll the 40,
I'm
this
gonna be
man
like-
got stuff.
I'm gonna be like, listen, under I'm trying to restore justice and order to this world. Under my father, he was Admiral Hornet.
Ooh, okay.
And then I'm gonna like explain to him like what I'm trying to do with this devil. Like,
How many rolls do you want to throw into this?
I'll throw one because I have a plan after this.
Okay. 9. You got a 40. You know this man has good stuff. And as you say you're a man of your word, he looks at you and he just has a single thing in his foot. He goes, "Are you dumb?" He goes, "I have so many people that say they'll pay me back. I don't know who you are. I don't care who your father was.
Using
the
his-
Navy's gone."
Using a strategy bonus, I'm gonna use a little bit of intimidation with kindness and be like, listen, I'm gonna do that. If I wanted to, I was like, I could drop you like a fly. I'm gonna do that. But
that is actually.
and then I'm gonna be like, but I don't see reason to. I'm like, we can work this out.
You have to have him as your personality, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Dude, WTF.
He pulls out a second gun and he goes like,
Fine, I punched him in the freaking face.
well, with that
God,
5,
dude.
with that 5, as you're standing there, the door opens again, the bell like rings, and in walks, well, you wouldn't know this figure. He looks to be pretty young, about like in his early 20s, bandana wrapped around his head, dressed with like a 1700s kind of like garb. He has like the poopy thing. I don't know what it's called. The thing that Levi has from Attack on Titan on his chest. I forgot what it's called. Corset? I don't think that's no. He has like a black trench coat, and he like walks in and he stops and goes, "Oh ho ho! Looks like we got some things going on here. Should I just go or the guy?"
Roll to see if he survived the Conqueror's Haki wave.
This
The
guy?
shop owner.
I don't even.
The
shop
shop
owner. Oh, okay. 8. It was the radius. He's just out of distance. However, this guy, he looks at you and he goes, "Need some help, partner?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, NPC roll for him. Yep, 24. No hesitation. He walks over to the man. Now this is gonna be fun to describe. He touches the man on the neck, and the guy goes, "What are you?" All at once, his neck snaps.
No!
And he
I'm
goes,
gonna spoil something so bad right now.
and he,
Oh my
he looks at you
goodness.
and goes, "What's your name?"
Spade. I'm gonna grab the syringe and stab him in the neck.
You don't even know who this guy
I
is.
know, I went through so bad, but
You said it was Spade Hornet. He goes, "Brecken Mills."
I'm getting
Are you actually gonna try to syringe?
not
Brecken
currently.
Mills?
I'm gonna
Alright.
be like, what do you think's the strongest stone fruit?
Do you want to use your last roll to see what his opinion is? You can just grab one at this point.
I'm gonna grab a handful.
You might as well.
Yeah,
You
dude, I'm
can
gonna like
start
grab a
with-
sack full.
Grab as many as you can.
Okay.
How many is 22?
Hey,
Two.
With the
Stack,
with the-
stack.
with
Oh,
Strategist
with the
bonus.
40, with the
Yeah.
40 that he got, that he would be able to tell that there's really good stuff there. So you took the two that you would suspect would be the best,
Okay.
and you left, or you're leaving.
Like with a non-roll, can I just say that I left like money there because I actually do feel bad.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I take the entire shop.
You got a 22, man. Actually, it would make more sense. It would see if Brecken does. This is for Brecken, bro. Does Brecken take it?
No, he doesn't. Because
As soon as you guys like grab the two fruits, Colton, all at once you hear a massive, and right above the store you hear a.
All right, we should roll for what fruits.
Do we need to roll, or he grabbed the good ones though? Because he had.
You did grab some good ones.
Yeah, I guess you would decide through the list. Just grab like.
I say roll for one and choose one. I like that idea.
I have a thing.
Well, he probably has a list of a couple.
There's
I'd assume.
Okay.
It's not the third.
so
list.
there are.
Maybe roll the dice to see how many he got.
No, he got two.
I got two.
Oh,
I'll give you.
Yeah, give him one.
I'll give you one. I will give you the one that's at number 29 spot, which is Bonnie's fruit,
The time one. I don't know.
and
I know
I'll
it does.
roll for the second one.
Oh.
yeah! Which is a 30? So choose which devil fruit. you want.
Give me that list. Give me that list.
Colton.
Oh,
I
there's
don't
nothing
have
on
to.
that
I don't
list.
have to. I don't even have to.
You can choose the. You
Just
can
choose
choose
which
whatever
one it
you
is.
want.
What is one fruit that you didn't want in? Because you already have a lot with the stack. You will have to roll because you're at your limit. You didn't eat the Cheeto one.
No, I did not.
So
I can eat one more fruit.
You can get the hands fruit right now.
Well, there's so many fruits, dude. Can I eat the red pants?
No, you're not eating the red pants.
Can I think about it?
Sure.
Okay, I'll think about
Because
it.
you're not gonna eat them.
Wait, what was the other fruit? Bonnie's?
Bonnie's.
I'm gonna look to the man that was next to me. I'm gonna do the. You want this for helping me out? I'm gonna be like, do you a little favor, or are you good?
He looks at you and he smiles a very toothy grin. You see that he has like a cup of like a jug of
Booze.
and he like sips and he goes, sure, and he takes it, immediately eats it, and he goes, okay, I gotta go meet my brother real quick.
Who's your brother?
I don't remember his name. It escapes me. But anyways, he has a meeting with some big shot in some tower or something, so I'm gonna go over there.
I'm gonna shake his hand and then
He doesn't.
You shake his hand and he goes, better not snap, I can break your arm.
It's a little secret.
Okay, and he kind of staggers off. But at the end of your rotation, that's when you notice the massive crowd of people running in all different directions from the execution platform. And you hear gunshots.
I'm gonna do a deep sigh and be like, what did my captain do? As I slowly put my head down and just start walking over there.
Alright.
Rufus, it is your turn. You three are in the shop when you hear cook, and you hear this stampede of people running in different directions. You also would see through the windows of the shop multiple guards running. You see some sea stone robotic guardians. I should have mentioned before, these things are 30 feet tall. They're massive. And they're just slowly moving toward the execution platform. And, something is happening, and you can only assume it has something to do with, your captain. You're smart enough to tell that that'd definitely be something that'd be happening. You're next.
I'll just say, classic Quinn Cook behavior. Anywho, is there any way that there's any kind of item that exists that can repel levels of Haki? Like specifically, maybe a cloak that I can wear that I won't have to roll for people's Haki levels affecting me?
I'll roll for it. The chances of this being existent, in this time period, it is possible, but also things that can repel Haki are extremely rare. So,
I'm a collector of extremely rare things.
That is true. No.
No.
Not anything that he has, unfortunately. You still have the rifle, which is a really good skill. That rifle in particular gives you some good bonuses in combat. But yeah, you got 2 more turns.
I'm going to ask the shopkeeper if he knows where I would be able to find any of these items. Any Haki repelling items.
Oh, okay. Ooh. He looks at you and goes, well, there's been things that have been said that there's special items, but only for those that are strong. And he walks over and he picks a book from this massive bookshelf and he blows on it. Dust blows it. And he goes, flips on it and goes, yeah. Yeah, here it is. He hands it to you and goes, there are 2 warlords, Lucas Lockhart and Huma. These 2 warlords have been here since the beginning of really this whole Empire saga, this regime almost, that Johnny Fords, is the malevolent monarch, has started. They both live on this island specifically built for those made strong, Strong Arm Island. It is said that special items, special devil fruits that haven't been seen or heard from, all exist within this island. If you were to go to Strong Arm Island, you might be able to find some sort of item that can help you repel against Haki. But, it should be said, Lucas Lockhart is the world's strongest human. Huma, the world's strongest beast. The 2 of them are unparalleled in physical strength, and neither one like it when people take their stuff. But this was from 10 years ago. It's been a long time. Things could have changed. They could have died. Who knows? I did hear rumors that they're starting some sort of massive tournament. Well, for some super powerful devil. But that could have been just rumors. Anyways, here's this book. It gives you the location of Strong Arm Island. Perhaps you would like to go there.
Thank you, sir.
Of course.
And with that, I'm going to instead walk out the front door this time and see what the commotion is.
Alright. It is absolute chaos. As you walk out, you see Krongle and Xena, as the 2 of them are Krongle is walking around with bags of food and other groceries, and he's just standing there in shock as Xena is laughing as she points and goes, This was not what I was expecting. And you just see lines of militia, guns out, firing at the execution platform. And there in front of the gun, all the gunfire, you see Apollo and Malka just straight up deflecting bullets as best as they can, dodging under cover. And you hear Malka go, get the captain out! Wait, where did the captain go? And then you hear Apollo go, oh man, you can't just be standing there, do something! And you see Beckett Fords standing there.
Reminds me of my youth.
And Apollo suddenly just goes, there's only so much that the 2 of us can do. Wait, Malka, you're strong as a Yonko. What are you doing? And Malka is just I don't know. Maybe stopping gunfire from sea stone rifles? When has this been a thing where there's just armies full of sea stone weapons? And he's like, then again, I don't think I really have a devil fruit, so it wouldn't really matter, but they're still super strong. They're just arguing amongst themselves as they're gonna fight through bullets from 100 guards. And at this point, the sea stone security, the bots have stopped behind the militia, and they seem to have some sort of high-powered beam energy coming out of their palms that they're about to blast off as well.
I think that was all my turns.
It was.
All right, Jack Blue Johnson, it is your turn.
All right, so I went out along with Rufus.
Mm-hmm.
There's the middle of this battle happening, apparently, and it looks like it's a few of our guys against the Sea Stone guys, right?
Mm-hmm. The Sea Stone Guardians and the Mock Navy Militia. There's actually a name for the regime or whatever I'm calling them, the government. I forgot what I called it. I'm gonna find it. But anyway, go ahead and think about. Tell me what you're planning on doing.
All right.
Oh, the Aberration Confederacy. That's what they're called.
All right. And how many of those guys are there?
There's 100 guards and about 4 of the Sea Stone robots. Sea Stone Guardians.
Then I take Big Bertha from on top of Heath where I had it laying. And I say, this is good time to try out new weapon. And I rev it up and see what I can do with it.
Alright, +3. Let's see. 18. You bring it out and immediately you just go. About like 5 guys get shot before the rest of them turn behind them and scatter. Leaping behind barrels, jumping into like buildings. You like scatter them. The bullets ricochet off of the robots who now turn and just look at you as you scatter them. There's 5 guys that are just immediately killed. In
Burgers and fries?
Yeah.
5 guys.
Alright.
Quinn
But I'm
cooks
kind of out in the
burgers.
open, aren't I?
You are out in the open, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn, middle name, let him.
I'm gonna
Quinn let him.
keep firing at anyone I can see, but
So
start
funny,
moving to whatever cover I can see, preferably a building.
Alright. 22. You leap behind cover, manage to turn around, get a few more pot shots off. You take down about another 10 guys as you're like, you got behind some really good cover behind this building. Giving you have like kind of a vantage point where you can see almost where all of the other guys are hidden. They can't see you though, despite your large frame.
Mm-hmm.
You got one more turn.
I noticed these bullets don't seem to be doing anything against the robots. And this is definitely my strongest weapon. So I look at Heath.
Oh,
Huh?
God.
What? Huh? What? The silence. The silence before then just, huh? He looks.
I say, this will severely impact your turn. So, I look at Heath and say,
You
and
ready?
Heath,
Pick him up.
do you think you can fight robot?
If you have a mop, there's water in the mop.
Yeah, I think I could.
I seize Heath and I heave him bodily.
Not
off the robots.
This will
again.
be a +5 if we count certain bonuses.
Wow.
14, you throw him and in midair you're leaping up.
He
and
just has both
robots,
spears.
The robots just look up and they look at you. Your turn, Brian.
Sweet. I'm gonna do some like sweeping stuff with the spears and just like hit him with the mop and the spears and just kind of like and keep him at
How
distance.
many turns are you going to use for that?
I'm gonna just use one.
16.
Okay. All right. With
Don't
the ex-Navy bonus
And the
along with
mop
some-
bonus
and the mop
and the weapon bonus because of the sphere.
Yeah.
That's +6, I think.
Immediately, one of the you stab into one of the robots and it just and it just collapses, and the guards all just do the it's him, it's Heath Slader, and all of you do they all just like some of them actually drop their weapons and kind of throw up their arms to like surrender. As they're like in shock that you just pulled up out of nowhere.
And he just pulls like a Metal Gear Rising, just rules of nature, and takes down this robot and just stands there with both. Wrong song, Ian. And so these guys have just fully surrendered.
Some of them have. There's a few that
Okay.
that don't really quite see your face, and so they don't know. And there's like 3 robots that are still just like.
Yeah, ready to. All right, let's do this again. And he throws the +1 spear. I'm gonna do like a combo. Throws the +1, and then as he like runs up to one of the robots, he like uses it to lift, and he's gonna take the other spear, just drive it into the head.
Alright. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
You throw the +1 spear, hits one. You run up it, grab it, do like a spin with it, throw the second one, hits the third robot. It starts going down. You land on it, rip that one out, throw both of them into the last one. It hits that one, That one goes down too.
Oh my-
And in one fell swoop, all three go down.
I'm so glad.
What
we
did I
didn't
roll?
See any of this.
And you rolled a 28.
Oh my goodness.
So
Wait,
that,
who is seeing this?
That's
that
Jack
would be
Johnson.
Apollo, Malka. You definitely see.
Wow.
You.
Oh my goodness!
And
Yes!
with that, Jack Boot of course sees it. Rufus sees it. Krongel sees it.
Glad I got
Xena
it.
saw it. Literally, Malka and Apollo saw it.
Everyone
Like,
except for me.
a lot of people saw it. Even Spade would have been able to see that.
And then the rest of the soldiers, they're people, like, still. He's like, he could like go ham on the robots, but he's just gonna like try and knock them out with the spear like ends.
I'm doing it, Eric. I'm doing it.
22. Oh my goodness.
Dude!
Any someone that didn't surrender,
Yeah, he just
out.
bunk bunk, and he just
Somehow, some way, Heath Slader single-handedly killed 100 men. Technically, 95. No, actually, it'd be 85 because Jack Boot took out 15. And 4 Sea Stone Guardians.
Oh my goodness.
That was all your rolls, though. That was good.
That's
A whole
crazy.
All of your rolls.
As soon as that last robot
And he
goes
just
down,
like stands there and he's like, I did
that
it?
same Albathian giant that called Quinn Cookover runs in and he begins grabbing all of you. And
Wait, am I on the
throwing
giant?
Yeah.
Can I be like, yo, be honest with me. What's his name?
Oh, you don't know his name? You don't know his name.
Okay, be honest with me, man. How big is it?
And he blushes and he just goes, what?
Sorry, I got
He's
carried
like
away there.
he's 18 years old as an Albathian.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna not be collected.
You're just gonna stand there?
Yeah.
They don't call me the black hole.
This,
Nothing.
unironically, this mission is very, very... Are you sure you don't want to just be collected?
Yeah.
Alright, then everyone else gets collected besides you. And it is now your turn. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna go to Johnny's office.
Mm-hmm.
His family's office.
Oh yeah, the family
Speak
office.
to the man in
There we go.
charge.
Speak
Well,
to
it
the
doesn't really
manager.
matter. With the 12, I'm going to give him the 12 because it doesn't really matter too much. You approach the office.
Mhm.
This massive tower.
Mhm.
As you approach, down below you see Ingle McCringleberry, Hector, and Roman. All three see you approaching and they step aside. The guards open up the doors and they let you inside.
Mhm.
You walk up these elaborate steps all the way up to this single ornate golden door that is closed.
Hockey Beast.
Above the door has the Johnny Ford's name up top.
Gonna open the door and I'm gonna just, if Johnny is there, I'm just gonna be like, there's my grandson.
You open it?
Yep.
When you open the door, you see Johnny Ford's at the dinner table. You see 3 kids. 2 girls and a little boy. The little boy is kind of taking the meat and he's going like this. And there's also a woman there. And he's going like this and Johnny goes, Della Rose, stop that. Give me that. And he starts kind of covering the knife and he goes, there, you see? Just like your uncle would have done. You'll be a swordsman too one day. And Della Rose goes, I don't want to be a swordsman. Daddy, I want to go fish. And not Della Rosa, sorry. Johnny laughs and goes, we'll go fishing later. Right now, finish your meal. And he looks over and he goes, Miss Serena, did you finish your meals? And the girls are like, yes, father, yes. And he looks over and he sees you approaching and goes, it is you. And he goes, honey, please take the kids and I'll see you at home later. And Johnny scooches the chair back with the loud like scream, and he stands to his feet. His face is not pleased. And,
I am very much the opposite.
And as the family
Like I'm just
kind of,
very genuinely happy to see
he
my
he
grandson.
files past you, and the little boy like looks up at you, and he looks at mom and goes, at his mother and he goes, Mommy, who's that guy? Who's the old man? And Johnny says, because he can pick it up, he goes, he's a nobody. Ooh. Della Rosa, please go. Go with your mother. Oh, okay, Daddy. And as he picks him up, the The woman picks him up and she goes, "Pleasure to meet you, sir."
It's good to meet you too. I hope you've been taking good care of my Johnny.
"Of course, Johnny." And she looks back, and Johnny's like standing there, and he's like, dude, Johnny's so mad, bro. You can just see it on his face. And she's like, "He's still your grandfather. Be respectful." And Johnny goes, "Sure. See you at home." She leaves. All the kids leave. Johnny doesn't say a word to you. He kind of just walks over. Like, there's a dining area, and then there's like an office area. He opens up his office door, and he walks over, opens a window, and sits down at his desk, looking out at the city. Outside of his window, unironically, is a massive statue of him with the name Malevolent Monarch down below. And he like says, he kind of like just turns and looks at you and goes, "Why are you here?"
What do you mean, why am I here? I'm looking for all 3 of my grandkids. Now all I have to do is find your brother and sister. It helps a lot that you were able to build a nice big old statue. It made it a lot easier to find you. Nice to see you've rebuilt the Navy in your own way.
Are you really that out of touch that you don't know what happened to my siblings?
What do you mean? I've been trapped on an island for a decade.
Before any of that happened, when I fought Kroger Mills, I had to kill Della Rosa.
Wait. Della Rosa's dead?
Yeah. He's dead, Grandpa. And guess who wasn't there to help solve the problem? Surprise, surprise, it's you. Serena, my sister, well, you don't need to know about what happened to her. In fact, I shouldn't even be telling you any of this at all. You should have been there for her as well. She was in the Navy. And you didn't even know that she got promoted to Admiral. Because you little succubus, just sat around leeching from the Navy, doing nothing, pretending you're the strongest man in the room. Yeah. Oh, you weren't there when the Navy got destroyed, were you? Because, oh, that's right. You're so old, you slept through it. You weren't there at the pinnacle of my strength. You weren't there for anything in my life. My parents are dead, and you didn't even take care of us. You threw us in the Navy, and I left, and you didn't even know. I think you should know by now what a horrible grandfather you are. That's why you're not going to even be able to see your great-grandkids. That's why you didn't even need to know about my wife. That's why you didn't need to know about the horrible times that I went through, and that's why I'm not going to tell you any of these things. And this is why I'm going to give you one chance to say your piece before I kill you. That's when you notice his arm is in a cast. He's missing a finger on his right hand. His eye is missing. He searches in a drawer and puts on an eye patch. And you also notice that his right leg is also in a cast. And you can tell that these are all of his war wounds from the Yonko War that had just ended a few days before. He goes, "Where's that eye patch? You weren't even there when I was fighting the most powerful beings of all. I fought the Pirate King twice! Did I win either one? No. Barry beat me so badly that he could have killed me in seconds. Because I fought freaking James for 2 weeks. And now what are you doing here? Are you so naive that you thought you could walk in here and I would just accept you for who you are?
Yeah,
You
pretty
suck.
much.
You suck in every aspect of life. Get out. And never come back.
You know, I thought I taught you a lot more manners than that. What a shame. You know, it's quite strange. I've never seen any of the Fords family in the past react so childishly to something as simple as a battle. I will say, it is upsetting to hear that things didn't go well for your siblings. I was hoping I could have given them a good place to live. Built a mansion by hand, just so you and the rest of the family could live there. Took me about 8 years to build. It's unfortunate, but it just means there's a bigger place for your grandkids. Or my great-grandkids? Yeah,
Yeah.
great-grandkids.
Yep.
He really is the geezer.
Yeah.
I don't think you heard what I just said.
Yeah, I know, you're being stubborn. It's part of how the Fords family is. But I mean, that's just how we are, right?
How can you walk in here acting like you've known me your entire life? You weren't even there. I saw you one time when you said, just like all the Fords, you're gonna be in the Navy too. After my parents were brutally murdered. You psychopath.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what they asked me to do. In fact, I'm actually going to pull out of my jacket. It's an actual note from the parents telling them to put them in the Navy where they'd be safe. From the very beginning, I've simply done what my children asked me to.
He stares and he looks at you, and with one hand, his one good hand, he grabs it, and flicks it out. He's missing his fourth finger, and he kind of just tries to struggle clutching it, and he looks at the paper, and he kind of goes. You see his eyes kind of like, there's one good eye, wanders to pick into it.
I admit, I wasn't the best grandfather, which is why I spent 8 years building that mansion so I could make it up to all three of you.
Maybe in a past life that would have worked out. Do you know what kind of attention I could get? I'm a Yonko. I try to be a pirate king. The world is in chaos. And one man, you, can't possibly hope, try to weave through all of that chaos, get to me, and expect that things can all be right again. I am a Yonko.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be seen with you.
Yep.
You're Navy. I'm the epitome of power in pirate culture.
Mm-hmm.
You're incredible. How can you be so naive? There are people more stronger than you out there. You know that. You can't possibly be this arrogant.
Well, I'm surprised to see that you're not arrogant enough. It's one of our traits as Fordses. We always do what we want when we want.
Well, maybe that's a wrong thing to do. Doing that is what made me lose almost all of me. I lost 2 battles in 2 weeks. Picking fights I shouldn't have picked. For the greater good, yes. For my version of justice, the better form of justice, yes. Being a Ford is what almost cost me my life. It's what cost me... Get out. Just... There's like a pause, and that's when he suddenly, like, his eyes get wide, and you hear a rumbling outside his door. Black clouds begin to gather, and he goes, I recommend you stay out of my private life. Get off of this island. Don't mess anything up, or I swear my kids will never know that they had a great-grandfather, because you'll be dead. Get out.
You know, you have horrible doctors on this island. It's a good thing I got a better one on my boat. And then I'm going to jump out of the window with him on my shoulder.
You were going to roll with a minus 15.
What the six? It's so fair though.
Yeah.
Yeah. More than that 30 though, so it doesn't matter.
That touched the chair, so we got to roll with
I
that.
just rolled a -2.
That's a 5.
Could have been a lot worse.
You attempt to grab him, but that's when you both do the... And you look up behind you, and they're doing the Yelena stare. Behind Johnny is Kroger Mills.
F.
And he just stands there, and he just breathes, just... Hey, Johnny! And as he stands there, you've known Kroger.
Mm-hmm.
this Kroger, it looks like he has bloody tears all across his eyes. And he's just staring daggers into Johnny. And he goes, "You have something I want." And Johnny stands there and he looks at you and he just goes, "Beckett."
Mm-hmm.
He's not even acknowledging Kroger. He pulls a chair out and he sits down and he goes, "Last time. Get out."
One moment. I'm gonna turn over to Kroger. I'm gonna just be like, you know, it's very rude interrupting a family reunion, you know. And you know, you see, me, I'm a man that's all about manners. And I'm going to wrap my hand in a Conqueror's Armor hockey mix, and I'm going to basically just do the classic anime like head punch to Kroger and make him crash all the way down to the ground.
Valid. 29.
That's my foot.
29. 29.
He's hockey proficient. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, you've gotten a little bit tougher since the last time I saw you.
You cannot be serious. Johnny, control the old man before I dismember him. Johnny just goes, "Out of my hands. I've told this stubborn old fool to leave 3 times, then do it. Corker Mills is going to use all 3 of his turns against you.
All right.
He's going to use 1 turn using one of his new devil fruits, and he's going to attempt to just pick you up and yeet you out the window. 12. Nope. Your will is not.
Wow. Wait. He used all 3 rolls, so it was an 18.
Well, yeah. He just extends a hand, and you see as like the bloody tears kind of like they pulsate, and that's when you realize it's like something carved into his skin, and it pulsates, and he just goes like this, and then he just goes. No. You're a frustrating old coot, you know that.
Always have been. Even before you were the Pirate King.
Johnny kind of looks at you and kind of goes, "Beckett,
Mm-hmm.
leave me and Kroger alone. I'm going to talk to him. Leave. Please."
10 minutes. Then I'm gonna go downstairs to where the other, oh yeah, they're Garasai, that's right. I'm gonna go down to where they are, and I'm just gonna hang out with them. And I'll just be like, "Hey, can one of you guys set a timer for 10 minutes?
As you're preparing to leave, Johnny goes, "The minute you close that door, the next time we meet, it's going to be on the battlefield. I reject the Fords. If being a Fords means I have ties to you, I don't want to be a Fords. And if I hear that you talk to my wife, or talk to my children, I will kill you."
It's the same thing that your father said the last time I saw him. Well, see you around, kid. That goes for you, too. I'm just gonna wave to both of them. I'm gonna just go downstairs, and I'm yet again going to have one of them set a 10-minute timer.
As you go downstairs and the door closes behind you, and cut to Kroger, turns and he looks at Johnny and he goes, "Is this actually serious? You can't be serious right now." And Johnny just turns and he looks at him and goes, "Our family's complicated. What do you want?" And Kroger looks at him and goes, "You know what I want." And that's where that little thing would cut to black, and it turns over to you guys.
Okay. First turn.
Do we
I
really
don't
want
know.
to keep going? I feel like that was a good...
There's
That
actually
would
there's
be-
one more section once
Okay.
that wraps
I don't-
up that we're called.
I don't-
There's a very that's why I was like, please come with. There's a very specific end cutscene that I wanted, and I'm wanting it to work, but the only way it works.
Alright. Perfect time.
Local
You are
man
going to want to
refuses
punch
leave.
me in the balls after I tell you what I'm about to do.
What are we running at? We haven't even done 2 hours yet. We're almost into 2 hours.
Okay,
And
so
then, yeah,
you are going to want to kill me after I do this. So, I'm holding onto this devil fruit, and it starts pulsating a red energy.
You're not eating the red pants.
Nope. And I eat it. It's called the false fruit. I can create false realities. And I'm going to create a false reality so that what Brian did never happened.
So, it did happen.
Okay. So, let me workshop this with you.
What are the rules on PvP, and does that count as it?
No. Let me. The false fruit.
Brian has left the stew.
Doing false realities is probably one of the most powerful devil fruits that you could possibly think of. What if we do this? What if the false fruit? You can. I want to workshop this in a way that would like.
I mean,
Rather
it's basically just the illusion fruit.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm like. Because it's literally the exact same thing. I was gonna say maybe you're able to straight up just alter people's memories. That literally does the exact same thing that you want.
I'll switch it out for the drain fruit.
Drain.
I can drain devil fruits and life force.
Listen, life force. You take their life force, and you can heal yourself with that life force. You take the injuries that you have, and you can give them to other people by draining their life force.
So I can kind of already do that with the repulse fruit, though.
Oh, well, no, the repulse allows you to take the pain from others and give it to
Good
others.
news, Brian. I did not get the false fruit.
Give yourself the life drain, and you can that amplifies with the repulse.
Or we just come back to this.
Or we come back to it because like
We can
false
probably-
realities is like that's probably that will make you a god. And I know you wouldn't be the strongest, but like that like kind of stuff like that messes with my head.
I guess we'll just continue with the campaign. I'll think about this later.
Okay. So Colton, it is your turn. You and the entirety of the crew, with the exception of Beckett, were picked up by this Elbathian giant, and you guys are now in a second large office. And you walk in. This man, he goes, "My name is Nicholas. I'm the son of a man that some of you might be familiar with. His name is Giant Jim. He wishes to speak with you."
No effing way.
And
Dude,
as he
why
opens-
wasn't Paul here, dude?
And as he opens this door, you see sitting on a desk in his late 60s, this large Elbathian giant dressed in a very nice suit, as befitting.
Paul Giant Jim has entered the function.
What?
And as he sits down at the desk, you look to your right, you see a fireplace, a stone fireplace, and over the fireplace is a large, sickle. The sickle that he used back in the days of adventuring. He's sitting on his desk and he hands clasped. As he looks, he goes, "Welcome." And he stands up. He's like, "I would shake your hands, but I fear I might crush it." Look, please have a seat. And he has numerous seats laid out for all of you guys to sit at. Apollo looks over you.
Oh, what's this? The hand fruit.
Yeah, take it.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna. I'm just gonna turn the hand fruit.
He goes-
It's gonna be there.
He looks and he goes, "Which one of you is the captain of this crew?"
Actually, I'm gonna point to Heath Slader.
He goes, "Heath Slader. That's a lie." All right. Anyone else?
I'm gonna be like,
What a discerning man! Heath Slader would never be in that conversation. Obviously, it's me. Quinn, middle name Let Him, last name Cook.
Quinn, let him cook. That is amazing.
Isn't that pretty?
That's
cool?
awesome. Oh, listen. There's a reason why I brought you here. Yeah. My name is.
Are you inviting me to the OPNR tournament?
No, I didn't even know that was a
Oh,
thing.
I'm sorry. I just
No.
metagamed a little bit.
Well,
I got it.
oh, I was under the impression that Beckett Fords was in your crew.
Oh, you see, he is, but the geezer, the geezer gets what the geezer wants. And I don't really tell. Oh my goodness, it's Beckett Fords!
You walk in.
No, that was for the arrival of a certain powerful someone.
They're far away from that location.
They wouldn't feel the hockey of Kroger Mills.
There's a specific reason.
Okay, I'll give
Retcon,
you.
Retcon did not say, oh my goodness, it's Beckett Fords.
So as you're standing there, Giant Jim looks at you guys and goes,
Are you only 18?
The kid over there, Nicholas. Yeah.
Oh, see,
Nicholas
I was
is
thinking
18.
of PE. I didn't
Sorry.
know
Yeah,
that.
no. He's about like in his late 60s. And he looks at you and he goes, look, my victory days are long behind. I joined the political structure of this island and have been directly, politically battling against Johnny Fords.
Well, sir, if you're trying to one-up him, you found the right guy. Because I am politics. And he stares off in the sunset.
He goes, wow, that's something. Okay, well, look. I have something that Beckett Fords with some information he would have.
Oh.
Could you relay a message? Eventually, if you see him, I can still use you
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
It's okay. Quinn Cook and Slade would both know, or Spade would both actually just basically know most of my life story.
Okay, he goes.
Because I would make them listen to stories like an old person would while I trained them.
And he told him multiple times.
Many
I
times.
require your group services for a bit of protection.
Oh.
A bit of protection.
So you don't need my political prowess?
Well, there will be a speech later in the evening that I could use.
Okay.
A massive gala.
Okay, well, now I feel really stupid.
No. You
I
can
said
still
all
do
that,
No,
I looked
hey
in the
man,
sun.
I didn't mean nothing. Look,
Black
man.
hole. No, I'm just
He goes, listen. I just need some of your crew to do 2 tasks.
Okay.
Once those 2 tasks are complete, I'll give you guys the payout.
All right.
Specifically,
Payout.
this would benefit Beckett Fords.
Oh, Beckett. Old geezer. What's in it for me?
Well, you'll get money.
Oh, okay.
About 10 million berries. Nothing too
Oh,
crazy.
okay. I can buy a couple bagels.
But
Wait, that's right. You haven't seen that yet.
Beckett's his granddaughter. She went missing 10 years ago.
Serena?
Indeed. I have reason to believe that she has been imprisoned on the island here. My payment is freeing her for Beckett. I believe that she would be a benefit since I understand that you guys may or may not be trying to re-spark the Navy.
Well, yeah. And, I mean, Geezer's dream is to see all of his grandkids again. So, I'd do it for him, honestly. I don't even, you can remit my payment. I just want to see the Geezer happy.
Perfect. Well, all I need is these 2 tasks. One is I need about 6 of you to be my guard detail at this gala.
Okay.
I need an additional 4 members of your crew to separate from that group and head toward the bank and make sure that my deposit is A-okay. And to get the 10 million from my bank account.
Do I have 10 people?
Yeah, you would have 10. You should have 10.
I'm in character, so. Do I have 10 people?
Yeah.
All I
Yes.
know is Beckett and Spade and that cook man lady person and the guy who sells devil fruits.
I can count that there's
that fish kid. There's that other kid who cleans.
I saw a kid with a wooden sword earlier.
Yeah, okay.
I see a robot.
Do you plan on using child labor?
No.
Okay.
I'll protect the kid.
I don't know if I'll make the number.
Just-
We'll figure it out.
Oh, okay.
We'll figure it out.
All I need is this to be done. And then A-okay. We'll call it there.
Okay, which one's easier so that I can make money faster?
Probably just protecting me at the gala so I can do my speech.
Okay, that was a trick question. Oh, but I'd love to give you a speech. I'll personally head up the guard for you. And
All right.
We'll draft teams. Beckett will be on the other team, and we'll pick. So.
Okay.
Yo, it's the guy we traded for money. What's up, man?
That's not my name, Captain.
Oh, sorry about that, man.
No, it's Heath Slader.
Ah, nice.
Right, could you repeat my name back to me? Because I
Yeah,
said
it's bang.
no. It's
Let's move on.
no. It's
Come on, chop.
no. It's Heath Slader.
Yeah, you got toilets to clean, man. I need you to hurry this up.
Someone back me up here.
No one's gonna back you up because I'm the captain and I'm correct.
Mr. Big, just want to let you know that a certain key individual has stormed the Fords Tower.
So,
There's been a little bit of.
He's talking now.
I was.
Seems as though something's going down at Fords Tower right now, but the gala's going to be held. I suggest let's up the ante a little bit. 2 people should go check on the bank. 8 for security detail.
Oh, yikes. Yikes. I guess, man, 8 people makes the job less fun. Huh, we'll see. I don't know if I can personally be the head of your security detail anymore because with more bodies, it's less work.
Okay, fine. We'll keep it at the 6'4".
Perfect.
All right. Draft who you need.
Okay. I'm calling Beckett's personal dead end bush here.
Yep.
So, we're doing this draft for this guy named Giant Jim.
Mm-hmm.
You get 3 picks, I get 5. I reckon I'll let you take the first 2, and then I take 1, and then you take your last, and I get the rest.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, who are your first 2?
I'll take those 2 who I sent on the grocery shopping trip, I
Okay,
think.
Xena and
Craven.
Craven.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see what they're actually capable of.
I'll take Ron. I need someone to clean up after my messes.
Okay.
Yes, finally not picked last.
Alright. You can take your last pick here.
And, you know what? I already have Harold here with me. I might as well take him.
Keep it Harold. I like it.
Harold has
Train
been
while they're
knocked
young.
out since Kroger entered the... Yeah, like Harold's unconscious.
Alright, well, thanks, Geezer. By the way, we're gonna go pick up your granddaughter.
Oh!
Hang up.
All right. I would question it, but I was never told the fate of my granddaughter, so I'm just gonna...
Okay, so...
All right.
That is only good news.
So I'm gonna have... He was my first pick.
Yeah.
He would be my second. You would be my third. Jack would be my fourth. And then I'll take...
Apollo.
I think
Malka.
I think we completely forgot about a member. C4.
Oh, C4...
We completely
He's
forgot
been knocked out on the ship since Xbox,
He
man.
would have been knocked out. Well, no, actually, C4 decided to stay voluntarily. He's on the crow nest, and he's been working on little explosives.
Heath Slader's like taking him out. It's like, we're forgetting someone.
I got the devil fruit.
C4!
What devil fruit?
The noli fruit.
The only one who remembers
Nullification,
C4.
nullification.
I tried putting him in charge of the island.
It works like Gojo's Infinity. The closer devil fruit attacks get to him, the more they don't work. Until it eventually...
I have a character that specifically has that devil fruit.
Bro just made a plot hole.
Are you still going to take it? Dude, that's gonna be...
Bro's just got Gojo's
Take
Infinity.
me too!
I was actually gonna use my wish to have something that we can talk about at the house.
Alright. Okay. Fine, so you have the nullification fruit.
Alright.
You have one more person.
Oh, I get one more? Where's Harry?
Oh, you left him on the ship.
Oh.
What about Kangaroo?
You left him on the ship.
Harry! Swim over here!
Dude,
Right now!
that's crazy. Boggle and...
Harry! Captain Bonus.
Captain Bonus.
And mentor bonus, since this is definitely something I've done plenty of times.
And a Dr. Wolf bonus.
And ex-Navy bonus, because... Yes.
You're as like a person's running up the stairs, and then you just... Harry just goes...
Harry, my boy, I'm going to adopt you as my son. You are now a Harry E. Cook.
You start jumping over there, he goes, I finally have a family!
Yes, now don't die. We're going to be doing a very, very high difficulty mission, and I wanted my son to be at my right side.
Yay! Yay! I love you, Dad! And he hugs your leg.
And then I give him seaweed.
He just goes, yay!
I love my kid.
Okay.
I still have 3 rolls.
You have 2, actually.
What did I use my other one on?
Oh, that's right. You have 3 rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting for 40 minutes.
True.
Yep.
Because of a
As
lot
soon
of
as the
dialogue.
gala wraps up, then that's going to be, we'll cut it at there. So, alright. Colton, how do you want to do security detail? I would recommend if
Oh, are we doing this now?
Yeah, you're just
Okay,
going over and doing it, like, immediately. Like, I'm going to be frank. You'd be sitting there at Ford's Tower, and once you hear that your granddaughter is involved, I think it's fair enough to say that at this point you're like, you know what, I'm not an idiot. he doesn't want to talk to me, I'll go find a grandchild that does. And I'm gonna have you as GM. I'm gonna do this one time.
Wait, so what are we trying to kidnap her? What are we trying to do?
No. He's saying, Giant Jim is saying is if you do this job, he will politically use his abilities to free her from prison, where she has been rotting for at least 8 to 10 years.
See, it's not that I'm smart enough to realize that I'm not going to make it through with Johnny. What's actually going to happen is I'm going to be like, wait a second. If I break Serena out of prison and bring her here, she can help him realize how good the Fords family name really is, and he'll just join me automatically.
Oh my god.
Bro is retarded.
Now, really, this only one person is necessary to do a make sure there's no trouble roll. So
What if I could just teleport her with my repulse?
I think you have to see them, right?
Yeah, you have to have them in your...
I know, but I mean,
that not just a Kuma thing?
That might just be a Kuma because he's a robot.
Well, he
Does it have to do with this devil fruit?
He used a really weird variant of his fruit.
Okay.
Technically, if anybody else were to do it without practicing for it religiously, they would probably kill somebody with it.
Okay, gotcha.
Just because it's using all of that compressed air to instantly move them somewhere.
Yeah, it's
At least that's my understanding of
technique.
it. Yeah.
Is that recently revealed in the manga type stuff? Or...
I mean, they kind of revealed it after the Luffy got moved, or everybody got moved to their individual islands thing.
Right.
I just don't think they explained it well, which is why I can't really...
Colton, since you're a strategist, you would probably be the most beneficial. It's either you or Quinn would be most beneficial in getting the security detail rounded out.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna say
roll for a plan.
First, I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna make this a thing. Normally in D&D with these certain situations, anyone can kind of just throw a roll in there. I'm gonna say for now, the turn order is just non-existent. You guys can just roll, just for the sake of letting people who haven't played in a while be able to play. Because I'm trying to make a good story, so that requires a lot of description.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
Roll for a plan.
All right, strategist
Roll
bonus.
for a
That's
plan.
a +5. Try. Roll it back over.
I've literally been rolling shitty with
Let's see. Okay, I'll roll that for you. Reroll. Yeah. Well, there's not really. You roll a 9 simply because you look at it and you're like, bro, how can I? There's no reason. The 6 of you basically form a circle around Giant Jim as he just walks around in the gala. Johnny Fords is there, as well as all of the literal entirety of the Gorosei.
Are all just guarded?
They're just there. They're just vibing.
Oh, nice.
There's other politicians. There's people from all over.
I want to imbue Harry with some darkness so I can have a cool move called Dark Shark Revolution. Just because that sounds awesome.
See if you can just use some.
Well, I just want to make him look scary and ominous.
All right, let's see how well that works out.
Black Harry.
17. He's so
a kid.
cute.
Yeah.
Dude, he has the biggest smile on his face. Even with he literally looks so creepy. He has a smile like this, and then there's this darkness behind him, and he's like.
I'm gonna have Paul make me Miguel's cape, how it's holographic and red. I'm gonna have Paul do that, but with a black cape, so it's not an actual cape, but it looks super cool. And I'm gonna for the plan, I'm gonna.
Didn't someone want to give Harry a devil fruit? Was that a thing?
At some point.
Why would? Well, he wouldn't be able to swim very well.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
He's a fish.
I'm gonna tell Paul. I'm gonna be like, make a portal, and I'm gonna be like, this will be our entrance. I'm gonna be like, we're not trying to deal with all that.
Also, wait.
Supposed to.
So are we?
30.
So we're doing guard detail.
Yes.
I have an idea. So can you roll for me real quick?
No, you can't.
Your entrance, dude. Everyone does the. You hear people from the crowd whisper, and they go. Hookah, hookah. It's with that impressive entrance. It's enough for have Johnny Fords who's sitting down, going like this, and he just kind of goes. And a guy
Is that
walks
Heath
over.
Slader?
He walks over and he just.
No,
goes,
hold on. I'm doing something.
The guy leans down and Johnny starts whispering in his ear, and the guy pulls out this sheet and he goes.
I love the image of the cape. That's pretty cool.
And you guys are looking cold. Even Giant Jim, he has a massive cane and he looks so you guys look so cold.
Hey,
And everyone
Sog,
just
what was the
We should
roll?
probably grab jackets.
Roll for you. Let's see. 18.
You're the
What were you-
process.
What were you
That
Whoever listens
that
to
works.
and
That
likes
I
that
think
joke,
that
I
I think that works because I'm using my Sleazy X Navy. I'm going to try and just gather as much information as possible to keep guard detail intact, and I'm
Well,
going to.
of the
What I'm
people
gonna
there.
Like saying,
no.
like,
What I'm gonna
physical
do
threats.
here, hold on. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take down one of the false navy guys, preferably one of the officers, and I'm gonna take his uniform and basically become one of their squad. To
It was
just
very unnecessary to do that because there's you can talk to them openly. As you guys are on the
well, no, I mean I want to hide my identity because 5-star bounty.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
But the
But
23,
hasn't-
you can.
Well, I can cloak your face. And
The
dark.
bounty's
Yeah.
been turned in. Though.
It's
Yeah,
it's
and the
cooler.
bounty's, dude, the bounty's been turned
Oh,
in,
okay,
so
okay.
people think that you just don't look alike.
Okay.
No one here believes that you're actually. Heath
That's
Slader.
not the real Heath Slader.
Yeah, and so as you're walking around,
He would
talking with
never
that
be
23,
that weak.
You're able to determine, you see a guy, some famous helmsman known as Kuro's there. You see some guy, member of the Gorosei, Hector. You see another member of the Gorosei whose first name is Archangel, which is very
Wait.
strange.
Is
Kuro.
his granddaughter like in vision?
Huh?
Is she in our sights?
Oh, she's just the
Yeah.
presence not
No.
at the gala. It's a different location, way further away in the outskirts of Watchtower Island. But as you walk in there, Giant Jim sits down, and as soon as he sits down, the thing is kind of closed, and the lights go out. Spotlight. One guy walks out and goes, "Welcome, Johnny Fords. The malevolent monarch has something to say to the populace. Please listen in." And then, after that, we will get to the grand election of who will be our new mayor. Will it be Johnny Fords for the 7th time? Or maybe someone new? Let's find out. It's going to be Johnny Fords. And everyone kind of goes, yay. Versus Jim Big. And everyone goes,
I'm supporting
and
him.
someone,
Cheer.
let's see,
Give me my charisma bonus.
30. Everyone just goes, ah!
Yeah.
Heath Slater's playing his guitar to add some
Yeah.
noise.
Oh, okay, all right, guitar, yeah. Everyone gets super
Nobody
into
hears
it.
it.
Bad to the bone.
Everyone
It's Jim Bay.
And everyone just kind of goes, yeah. And Jim Big kind of looks around. And dude, he hasn't been people don't like him that much.
We
He's
love Jim.
so happy. He's like, oh, yeah. And he goes,
Giant
"I did
Jim.
right to hire you."
Giant Jim.
And he looks out. He looks out amongst the crowd. And Johnny Fords limps on the stage, and silence kind of goes down. And he looks out amongst the my friends. These are troubling times. As you all know, I lost the Yonko War.
Of course you did.
Are you gonna
No,
actually
don't
say that?
interrupt. Don't interrupt.
And he
Be
goes,
respectful.
I promise that does not harm the island, will not harm production, your jobs, your security, anything. You do not have to worry about any of that. Ryan, I'm gonna roll for you. Actually, I have to roll for Jackboot too. I have to roll for you, all three of you actually.
What? Oh, the hockey.
All three of you. Jackboot's pretty good. That's not. Okay, Heath. You recognize two people who have walked in.
Oh, okay.
It's Meyerson and the fisherman who you wouldn't know it at the time, but I'm going to say that Meyerson kind of mentioned his name in Gingy, the fisherman. And they've walked into the
What
car.
the-
Oh, it's the
Chop.
Riz Lord and his fish.
Yep.
Okay.
And they're looking around.
And he just kind of
With that 20, Jack notices too. Unfortunately, Rufus is kind of
This is a good speech.
yeah, this is pretty cool.
no, he just
Johnny-
Heath Slater just immediately just they're kind of hides his face coughs
Stops
to
playing
them.
guitar.
Yeah, he
Music
Yeah.
stops dramatically.
Yeah, it does. It literally just stops. He's like,
Johnny goes,
just kind of slaps it to stop it. It's like, ah.
the Seraphim Society have made themselves a part of our new alliance. Cogsworth has bought out the company and given me a share. I can promise now, if there are people who you wish to see again, I can make that possible.
Where's my granddaughter?
No, kidding. Johnny looks at him and goes, as such, I think it's fair to say that is, above all else, something that all of us wish we could have. And now, I give it to you. And there's a lot of cheering for that. And he goes, but now, I'm going to allow Giant Jim to say something. And then, I'll allow the voting to begin. And he kind of hobbles over.
Do a
Giant
mystery
Jim.
roll.
Jim, mystery roll. 10. I'm gonna do another roll though. Okay. No one's disrespectful to Jim.
I was rolling to see if the mic when Johnny was talking was never on.
This guy look quick. He turned off the mic. Dude,
No, no.
runs into Brenda. No.
Johnny.
The RPG was good. All right. Giant Jim gets on the stage and he goes. The people kind of are listening attentively as he turns and goes. Johnny Fords is quite the man. They don't call him the malevolent monarch for nothing. In a time of chaos, he came in and controlled it. And he kind of like releases his tie a little bit. For anyone that is able to read emotions, you can tell whatever he's gonna say, he knows it's something. And he looks at it and goes, but don't you think it's time that we finally bring back a group that can finally put a stop to the chaos? And there's that's when if there was any other music, it just stops. As everyone kind of looks. Johnny looks up too. And he goes, I'm not talking about Seastone Security. The 5 robots of power that Cogsworth created to stop any sort of threat. Like Xbox Man is one of those 5. I'm not talking about hiring the Blaymore brothers. I'm not talking about hiring any more Seastone Security. I'm not talking about hiring the Seraphim Society. I'm not talking about getting with the Aberration Confederacy that Johnny has formed in this world government. Perhaps what we need is the Navy. The real Navy.
Yeah!
Do you actively cheer?
I also cheer.
Oh! We all cheer.
Yeah, he starts playing the music.
And all the people
I start playing the Marine thing.
You see
Yeah.
Johnny's face, deep frown. And he goes, the Aberration Confederacy has been
Suck
shown
it,
to
Johnny!
He's like, the Aberration Confederacy has shown time and time again
He's
that
like,
it's
oh.
unreliable. Today at the town square, I witnessed something grievous. An admiral. Someone that is supposed to be peak forms of justice dealing. Grabbed a defenseless woman and put a gun to her head.
Preach!
Yes! Amen!
I saw this same admiral shoot a random bystander.
I saw it too!
I've seen horrible things that
I have
Johnny
too.
Fords has indirectly refused to tolerate any hearing of.
Agreed.
He's refused to elaborate on this matter. These corrupt matters. Yes, the Old Navy was corrupt too. Yes. There's a man in this crowd today that I believe is the future of the Navy. There's a group out there that I believe can bring back freedom and get rid of corruption.
Quinn cook.
And I would like to invite up to the stage today, Quinn Cook. And we're gonna
The crowd goes mild.
But suddenly, through a portal, a man with a wolf mask.
Oh my god.
There's no way that. No.
Try.
Oh,
That was a try.
Dr. Wolf is not going to appear. That was
That hit the chair. Come on, Dr. Wolf. No,
Alright.
We have to make a Dr. Wolf roll.
As you approach the stage? That should be first set.
He invited me.
Yeah, you walk up there and the crowd. There's a few clapping because
With the crowd, Heath Slader just stops his
the upper
music.
Class. Not
He
all
just-
of them have heard about you, but as
You've been nothing but mean to him. Of course, he's just gonna be like,
You
no.
walk up, and the crowd
He's
just
just
stands
gonna be like-
there, and he goes, "Ladies and
No
gentlemen,
music.
I don't care if this puts a target on my back. Quinn Cook, future of the Navy, and if you vote me into office, I guarantee corruption will be gone. You can live safely in your homes.
He's speaking the truth.
Piracy in the Grand Line will finally be rid of.
It's true.
Do you trust me? to bring back balance to this chaos that the Pirate King knew he would make.
I'm up there.
1 to 15, they're going to vote for Johnny Fords. 16 and up, they vote Big Jim.
Can my captain and charisma bonuses go into this since I'm up
Sure.
there? Okay.
Sure. How much is that again? That's like a...
So my captain bonus is
Plus 5.
5, and my charisma is 3, I think.
No, it's 2.
2?
Yeah,
Okay.
so plus 7. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Very close. An 11 plus 7 is a 18. The crowd, there's silence as a massive electronic board appears on stage and you see votes coming in. And all at once, by 1 vote,
I Ridley Downtown.
Giant Jim wins the election.
Roll for how much attention the Ridley Downtown gets.
It doesn't distract people who would have voted.
No. It does.
Plus 5 strategist bonus though.
Okay.
You know what?
How effective is this really?
No.
No, it was
I mean, we got.
Oh yeah!
Sure.
Alright, but anyways, that goes on.
distracted
And
me.
Giant Jim looks at you and goes, could have done
I
without.
spank Giant
And
Jim.
he leans down and goes, head to the jail. And he hands you this key and he goes, that's the key to her cell. And he hands you another paper and he goes, that's clearance for her to get out. I recommend you leave now.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna roll. There's an explosion in a certain part of town.
It was black.
Actually happens just as the board hits the vote
The
cell,
fuck.
and you guys start. And one thing that especially all of the biggest wigs will notice is the location of that explosion is a certain prison.
John, all right.
He would.
Beckett Fords.
And
As you approach the jail, I'll say this.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even need to break in because when you get there, it's already being broken into. And as you watch, it's you, Xena, Craven, and Harry, right?
Yeah.
Or Harold.
Harold, yeah.
As the 4 of you approach, you see a large group outside of the prison. 2 figures, large, identical in appearance, with a scar over their head. These are big boys, about the same size as Whitebeard.
Mm-hmm.
Punching with hockey, they break through the stone. You see a young man in his early 20s. Standing next to him is Kroger Mills. And walking outside of the prison cell as they stare and they seem to be talking to someone is their granddaughter, Serena. What do you do?
Huh. I guess people were ahead of schedule. Yo, it's been a while.
Kroger literally goes, oh, come on. Brecken, take the girl and get out of here. Pirate crew member B, pirate crew member C. Get the rest of the crew. Let's get out of this place.
What do you mean, take the girl? You better not be talking about my granddaughter. I haven't even heard her say anything yet.
She doesn't want to say anything to you, Beckett. How much does it take for you to get a hint? You've abandoned your people. You've abandoned your family. Now they're abandoning you.
I mean, I didn't quite abandon them. I got stranded on an island for 10 years.
Serena was put in a prison cell for 8 years, and yes, sure, maybe you couldn't have done anything because you were old and slept on a ship while she was battling for her life.
Yeah.
All the things that you instilled into her,
Mm-hmm.
her wanting to be the very best. She's a former admiral after all, trying to prove herself to you. Because
Yep.
of that, she fought Johnny. Because of that, she was arrested. My brother Brecken seems to have a crush on her. As you see.
Go, Brecken!
Hold up. Let me size up Brecken real quick.
You look over at him and you're like, just base hockey. In your youth, he would have given you a fight. And he looks at you and he has bright eyes and goes, pleasure to meet you, sir. I would have asked for permission, but unfortunately times are changing.
Can you do a real quick roll? I want to see if he's somebody that I would think is worthy of the Ford's name.
Oh, like you're like I said, base look. You're like, dang, he's a prodigy.
I give you a maybe.
I'll take that, Serena. And he holds out his arm. She takes it and he goes. She looks at you. She's frail, and she looks at you with like this, with the eyes of pure hatred. And he looks at you, she looks at you, doesn't say a word, and Breckin goes, "Hey, Pirate Crew Member B, fix up the wall." And Pirate Crew Member B goes like this and goes, touches it. They all stick onto the wall.
Well, for saving me some work, you guys want some lunch or something?
No, Beckett.
No?
We don't. No.
Knuckle sandwich.
This time we're leaving. Next time we meet Beckett, I hope it's on more interesting.
Roll first to pull up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll
Yeah.
first to pull up. 30.
Try.
Dude, 25.
Oh,
Wait, hang on.
Try.
Oh, I hate to.
Do
I
it.
get 30.
Try. 3 tries in a
Hey,
row.
depending on what it is. Depending on what it is.
19. You guys are like, I'll say the other 3 were waiting up on the hill where the prison is, and you guys approached them. Is there anything you're going to try to do here? This is like the ending roundup. So
I'm gonna be like,
I'll give if each of you want to do something, I give you this chance to do it.
I'm gonna be like,
You know how much she means to Beckett.
I'm gonna be like, can I see Beckett from here?
Yeah, you can
I'd be
see,
like,
you can see them all.
Yo, buddy.
she's frail.
And do the. Here's the thing.
You're
Although
sleep-
you and
you're
I are
sleep,
like
that's what you-
pals and all, I kind of have a mission. You're not taking her.
14. He looks at you and he goes, "Take her to the ship." And he so the rest of the crew will leave. And it is the thing where you guys
So,
are sitting there.
do you mind rolling
Kroger and Brecken are both just standing there like utter silence, and Brecken looks at you and goes,
To break the silence.
Hey, Sog. Can you roll real quick?
No.
"What are you gonna roll for?"
Just roll. Give me a roll.
6.
1.
26. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
So using the sleazy bonus, and he just kind of slips through the crew, grabs her. Sorry, guys. Slips right out.
Oh, dude, you
And-
just set this up. What are you doing, Brian?
Kroger Mills gets an opportunity. +5.
Oh! You're dead. You're dead.
You don't even you literally walk
Yeah, he's just
over.
like running away with her.
No, you're like, huh? Turn around. Kroger just goes. Your entire body goes at different angles as you goes.
It's like,
He goes like this with his hand. Rufus would recognize that he has the blood fruit awakened. And as he just stands there, the pulsating like bloody tears on his cheeks start brightening up, and he kind of goes,
Oh.
"Oh, I thought you were supposed to be strong." And with that, he goes like this and goes, "Brecken, want a tag team? +10
Oh,
bonus."
crap, dude, you can actually not here. I know it's double for you.
You already
That's
lost
okay.
2. You already lost 2.
Oh, nice.
Brecken begins to move. All at once, Malka stands in front of him, and
he's like,
hook on the shoulder.
he's
And
like-
Malka goes, "That's my training partner."
he's like, dang.
And Brecken like does the, "Oh, you're a big one, aren't you?" Stand aside or I'm breaking your neck. And they just stand there like clashing. And at this point, most of his crew kind of stopped. And now their crew just stand and they start
Oh,
standing
here
up.
we go,
And they
boys.
start like walking over. It's getting pretty tense.
Yeah, he's like,
You 3 get to do something before I'll end it with a cinematic.
man. I didn't screw it up. I was trying to yoink her out of there. You were close.
Would I be able to walk up to
It was really
Kroger and ask him if he knows anything about the whereabouts of the God food?
In the middle of
Yeah, we're all like in a tense moment. It's like, do you know where the God got
Oh, dude! You walk over and you're like, "Excuse me." Yeah. You don't even like. You like walk up and you literally just do the exact same thing like you. You just go.
Does that mean he lets go of me?
Oh no, he's just holding.
Oh, okay,
hands,
all
like,
right.
He's just like with like one finger.
He doesn't have 3 hands, though.
He's like, dang it, I
And he like looks at you and he kind of goes, "Shut up, Will." And he like looks around and he goes, "Really? You're gonna try to defend this old coot? This girl doesn't want to stick around. She's coming with us."
Come on, Fart.
Alright. Jackboot stands up. It stands up, they're all standing. Steps forward and plays dumb. Without a roll, she says, "I'm confused. Why are we fighting?"
Well, we are taking this girl with us. Your friends don't want that to happen.
Does she want to go?
They all look over and Serena stands there stoic because as she was a former admiral, she knows discipline. Arm around Brecken. She goes, "Yes, I very much like to go with these gentlemen."
Well, then.
It could be Stockholm
I step
syndrome.
back.
NPC roll for your guys' NPCs because you guys gotta. Malka is really hot tempered. And he's eyeing with Brecken, and Brecken doesn't break the gaze. He's just staring at him and is like, "You're one of those Blaymore brothers, aren't you? Didn't you guys get wrecked or something? Oh, didn't your brother die?" And Malka goes, eyes switching, he goes, "I had a change of heart."
Yeah, he's all tense and he's like, hey.
That's probably not good enough.
Alright.
He's like, hey,
Here's
Malka, chill out a bit.
Kroger releases you two.
Ugh.
And all at once, these dark angel wings form on his back. You recognize it as the Dark Angel mythical zone fruit.
That's
As
kind of
he begins,
sick.
he
That's
like
kinda
flies backwards, dark clouds swarming as he kind of like they envelop him and the crew and they disappear. But a lone paper flies in the wind and it rests on the ground in front of Spade. And on it says, "You are officially welcome to the Obi Obi no Mi Battle Royale in Strong Arm Island. Enter at your own risk. Requirements: 1 devil fruit and a crew of crazy-headed people. Join at your own risk." And that's when you notice, that's when you like see on the back it says, it has a list and it says, "Entrance, the Mills crew." But on that note, there's one more little thing. You see off in the distance, like a good enough distance where you can see faces, there's a ship, a Zeppelin actually, that lands with the Seraphim Society symbol on it.
Those
Doors
rats.
open, you see a crew of individuals. Orange jumpsuits, black mask over their head, walking into this. There's a short man, balding with blonde hair, corkscrew glasses, clipboard in hand, as he's going, counting, and he's on his jacket, it's all white with the Seraphim Society on the back. One of the hoods gets thrown off the face of one of these, you don't know what they are. The face underneath is a face you recognize very, very much. As it's your third grandkid, Della Rosa Fords. As the wind blows off, in a very anime moment, it cuts as he turns and he locks eyes with you. Wind blowing through his hair as he stands in shock, devoid of any injuries that would be lasting. And he looks, and you hear the small man go, come on, guys, get in there. And he shoves him in. They are all shackled, as you notice, and he goes, clones don't have rights, get in there. Load them up. We're sending them to my boss.
Wait,
Throwing Heath Slader to the thing.
wait, who
I'm
is
just
that?
gonna be like,
Through the Zeppelin.
I'm just gonna be like reconnaissance.
Wait, since it's a Zeppelin, he has both spears. He's like,
Oh my goodness, what is it?
he's like, ah!
It was for reconnaissance. You on the window, and you look in.
And he's just holding on.
Question: how many of the different members of these guys' families would you be privy to?
What do you mean?
Have you talked to Spade a lot?
I mean, he talked to
Oh
me
no
like
way.
I'd say a little bit. Probably nothing too personal,
Do you
but
hold any pictures of your father?
I mean,
I feel like you
most
would have
likely.
one.
There would
When
be
you were
one in
mopping
my
the different
office.
rooms, you noticed a picture. Spade when he was a little boy and a man. Most probably his father, as you've heard him talk about him before. On this ship, all the hoods are removed off of these evidently clones.
and he's like hiding in like that.
And one of the people is Della Rosa, you
Mhm.
know, because he
Yep.
looks somewhat like Beckett. Man next to him, one stone-faced and silent, glaring at the little corkscrew guy, had the former Admiral Hornet.
Dude, no
And he's just like,
way.
And
And he's
all
like
at once-
hiding behind like you know how
oh,
those
no,
like,
you're not. You're literally in plain sight, and then it does
Oh, he's
this
just
thing
like-
where Kawa literally walks over, as you're like, and he just kind of goes.
shuts the blinds.
No, I mean, he looks down at you and he goes,
Oh, he just hello.
and he shoots you in the shoulder, sending you flying
Nice.
down.
So just shoots me.
And yeah, closes it up,
He's like, huh, huh, and you catch him.
and just
You
like
eat
that,
infection fruit and touch your bulletproof.
just like that, it's gone. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Oh my
Thank you for
goodness.
listening. If you have any questions, comment down below. I will probably not answer because there are a lot of lore questions probably. I'll have a lot of lore videos that are going to be coming out in the future. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
We'll best describe as much as we can. There's a lot of backstory here. So, Paul, you want to close this out? With
Yeah.
something?
Shout out, you go.
Alright, I guess we're shouting out your gun on every single podcast.
Every single
Every
episode.
episode. Every
Every episode.
That's so fire. Alright. Thanks for listening, guys. If you listened for all 2 hours and 40 minutes, then I'm highly impressed. Alright. Have a nice one, guys.
Bang.